y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to shoot.
All right, bro. I'm about to bring us in. Go. Year. Oh man. What's up, everybody?
Oh my God.
Welcome to our pilot podcast, the first podcast we've done together. And we're gonna talk about stuff. I'm jiggling on screen. Mad Titan missed the memo though. We shirtless, not shirtless, sleeveless. He got sleeves, so it's all good.
My bad.
He didn't know.
We didn't plan this, by the way.
Yeah, it just happened. But anyway, I'm your boy Dayasha. So if you're hearing me on Tahj's stream, I'm Dayasha. I'm the half breed, the light skinned nigga, light skinned king. You know what I'm saying? You know how I go down.
Hey.
Word. Who else we got here?
We're going first. You, Gav. All right, squad up. Yo, it's Tahj 256. You know what time it is. I got a bunch of nicknames, but they call me Tahj, Tahji. Just don't call me broke. You feel me?
All right, Gav.
I like that. What's up? It's Mad Titan. I don't got nicknames. Just Gav, Titan, whatever. I don't care. Feel me?
Yeah, I feel like.
That was strong.
Yeah, that was mad strong.
Right. Sound like a Titan.
Yeah, word. Facts.
Everybody said you sound like a Mad Titan. I'm like, bro.
It's only because they don't know. They don't know like what it means. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, right?
Facts. All right, so there's something that's been burning on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about for when Tahj and I first started talking about this podcast shit, and that's the fucking what do you call that shit? The pay-per-view for Capcom Cup.
Woo.
Jesus Christ, bro. What's good, music? What the fuck was these niggas thinking, bro? I don't even know where to start, bro.
All right. To be fair, we found out some more information about that, which is, clarifying, you feel me, and all that and stuff like that. It's kind of like I kind of like saw this coming a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, all right, this whole esports thing, like Capcom, they're promoting $1 million for the winner. I'm like, how many times they can do? Like, I know they sell well on Monster Hunter and Resident Evil, but how do we know that money is going to esports stuff? That could just be money going right back to Monster Hunter and Devil May Cry and stuff. So I'm like, they had to, squeeze some money somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could have squeezed some money by making more fucking DLC and costumes. You could do
I
that.
agree.
You know
Absolutely
what I mean?
agree. Absolutely agree.
Yo, I feel like if there was like transparency, right? Like if you was like, listen, y'all want $1 million? Your body skins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then all right, cool. Or
they did that for Street Fighter 5. They did that.
Facts. Oh, you need more money? Bet. Make us more skins, fam, and we there.
There you go. There you go.
Nah. You gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, you gotta fuck all that shit. Give me more skins. Give me more characters.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm not feeling the whole pay-per-view shit because I feel as a gaming community, not as individuals, but as a gaming community, the fighting game community has been the struggle community for ages.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what made you think y'all not giving us League of Legends money, first and foremost? You're not giving us League of Legends money. You're not giving us Overwatch money. You're not giving us Madden money. So what the fuck makes you think us, the fighting game community, the niggas that bitch about shit forever, for everything, we're gonna pay a pay-per-view? Y'all are out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I don't watch Capcom Cup for free. Well, let me not say that.
Right.
I will watch top 8. I'll watch top 8, right? But even still, I'm not going out of my way. It's not in my calendar. Like that's not something that I'm like, yeah, bro, Capcom Cup, nigga. I can't wait. I never looked at how much tickets cost. I think maybe the first Capcom Cup, I was like, oh, let me see what tickets look like. But other than that, like, I ain't fucking watching no Capcom Cup. You want me to pay for it? But your game is geared to casuals, but your streaming's not geared to casuals? The fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be.
Nah, this is Dayasha. You need to be like that. That's you.
Niggas is bugging out, yo. You bugging out.
Yeah,
what day is saying squared, because these niggas is bugging.
Yeah.
And then like they was like $40, $50, whatever it was, and I was like, bruh, like I don't pay that much to watch UFC or like to watch WWE or whatever the fuck else I'll be watching.
Facts.
So for you to be like, and I get it, it's relative to like maybe what they wanted to charge and or make in Japan versus like the US dollar and all that stuff. Like I get all that, but like y'all niggas is still bugging. Like what, you know what I'm saying? Like the severe lack of content compared, like for this game compared to like the last one, and everybody knows I don't like the fucking last game, right? But
but you like the current game?
You said what?
That's
like the current game?
This is gonna be something we can talk about, but go ahead.
Absolutely.
I'll get into that, and we can get into that in a minute. But like one thing, regardless of my, you know, like how I feel about the last game, one thing I cannot deny is that like every character had like mad costumes or whatever. Now, like you, not only do you wait like 18 months for a fucking costume, these niggas don't say nothing. These niggas don't say nothing. And you know what really makes me mad too is like niggas who's like, oh, like y'all want to be esports, but you don't want to spend no money. Shut the fuck up. Please shut up. Like, I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way they're handling this game or these things go around versus the way they handled it last go around, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes no sense at all. Like, and if we had like more communication or like someone who like, you know, I look back on that and it's like I feel kind of bad for like the situation Combo Fiend was in back in the day, because like he was supposed to be the bridge, the gap, the communication, and like a lot of people took their ire or whatever out on him, but it's like he's just like the messenger kind of thing. But I feel like these niggas need that. They need somebody to be like, look, this is what's going on. This is, you know, they need somebody to communicate these things, because they suck right now.
That's me. Because I'll tell a nigga to shut the fuck up real quick. Like, hey, yo, the Capcom could be like, listen, we don't got no money. We need more skins. I need you to put the message out that we want people to buy skins. We know that's not true, characters. By the way. I know. I'm just saying. But I need you to deliver all this bad news, but make it fun. That's me. Because then when somebody come into my chat on some dumb shit, I go, oh, nah. Nah. Take that shit and shove it up your ass. But that's why they don't hire people like me, because you need somebody who does care what the people think, and that's not me. But anyway, I don't know. I think Capcom's bugging out. As far as the Street Fighter V, Street Fighter 6 discussion, I know, Tahj, you're like a big fan of Street Fighter V. Personally, I think for me, the beginnings of the game has been too salty to even rank it high on my list. You know what I'm saying? Or like, because like Street Fighter 6, when it came out, at least it was complete. I remember I did a stream. I got invited to the beta test, and I did a stream where I was doing the beta test, and it didn't work. And then when the beta test didn't work, and this is for Street Fighter V, the beta test didn't work, but I was still able to like mess with the features of the game. And then the game came out. I don't remember how long after, but the game came out, and it was the same game as the beta. It was the same content as the beta. It had that lag in it. Nash was fucking owning shit. Like, it just was like, bro. Yeah. I was like, yo, this. But the thing is, the reason why I didn't give it too much shit when it first came out is because Chun-Li was top tier. So I was winning shit. I was winning everything. So it was like, nigga, I'm whatever. But still, as a game, when it came out, it was incomplete. Now, I'll say this. When it was on its end of life cycle, like the Kage life cycle or whatever, I would say it was more complete and it was a better game at that point. But it took too long to get to that point. Whereas like with Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 came out, I felt in a better state. This nigga. It came out in a better state, but then ended ridiculous, like with Ultra and all that shit, like with all the extra whatever. Street Fighter 6, I feel like launched better than Street Fighter 5 did. As far as like mechanics, listen, I know that's your jam. But V trigger, my dude, oh my God. If you didn't have a character with a busted V trigger, I felt like, I don't know, you just was trash at that point. Like you couldn't fight back, in my opinion. And that could be very untrue, right? But I played Chun, so fuck.
I feel that. That's definitely season 1 stuff for sure. Absolutely, the game definitely got matured over time. But I hear you though. I hear you.
Yeah. So, but Gav, you like 6 better than 5. I feel like I don't have a dog in the race because like I didn't play much of 5 after like season 3 because I was on the TV show at season 3. After season 3, I didn't touch it, so I don't really have a dog in the fight. You know what I mean? And I haven't played Street Fighter 6 since Terry launched, and I only played it for an hour. So I mean, I don't really have a dog in the fight. But what do you think?
First of all, like regardless of the game, I think that whoever is in charge of game balance is on a schedule of drug that should be like illegal no matter where you live, because these niggas do not know how to balance a game. Like, I feel like, so like maybe to them they're like, all right, cool. So what we're gonna do is in Street Fighter 6, we're gonna give everyone an overhead. We're gonna give everyone drive rush. We're gonna give everyone high damage. We're gonna give everyone a normal that anti-airs. We're gonna give you know what I'm saying? So now they're like, all right, that's balanced to us. And it's just like
homogenized.
No. Right. I'm like, nah, like y'all niggas is bugging. But I agree with you, like from 5, where like if you didn't have most of the really strong, there were a few characters where it was a little bit different, but most of the really strong V triggers were install V triggers. So you think your, Balrog, your Colleen, your Guile, your, what I'm saying, stuff that allowed you to do multiple things, like, like with an added bonus for a longer period of time versus a one-time use or a two-time use. But like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like for example, with the whole balance thing, like they're like, oh, well, Nash, for example, has a V trigger where he could just teleport out of danger or teleport to mix you. Right. But I get to use it one fucking time. You then came out with Rose right after. And I'm not saying like Rose is better than Nash or not better. I'm just talking about like the thought that goes into it. You came out with Rose afterwards, right? And now it's the exact same thing. She has a V trigger that can teleport, but this bitch could do it twice. Not only can she do it twice, she could do it like teleport here, teleport there. Like fireball, teleport here, make you think I'm blocked this way, and then teleport. It's just like, what is your, like, what goes into your thought process? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as far as like, 6 versus 5 and then that whole thing, I was big on 6, and I'll just be honest, like I'm a little biased because I like play Sagat in every game, right?
Yeah.
And until this nigga came out, I didn't feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like 6 was a more fun game to play until Sagat came out. Because now it's just like, I feel like if they had said, hey, based on the lore, this ain't Sagat. This is like Sagat after 5 or whatever the 5 falls into the story. He's been out in Thailand tricking, and this is like some unknown son that he has, so he can't throw 6 tiger shots. He can only throw 3, and he has some moves from his dad, but then we gave him some new moves. I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, fine, it's not him. You changed this nigga's entire fucking kit for the purposes of niggas who are ass. Like, I hate that shit. niggas who can't DP, niggas who like want to press one button. Don't get me into modern. Like that shit gets me really tight. That shit gets me really, 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 really mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, and then I get hit with, oh, but like people actually have disabilities and shit where they need modern. That's like 2% of the fucking population. That's not the nigga who's like, well, I can't or don't want a DP. I just want to press two buttons and have fucking DP come out. I have to lose half my kit for some lazy nigga. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit really pissed me off. So when he came out, I started looking at it a little bit differently, and I was just like, man, like Sagat is ass. Like he's fucking dog shit. But so it is what it is, I guess. But like, I guess where 5 kind of threw me off was like the whole like install thing. I just feel like niggas was doing shit. Colleen, just throw out Fierce. It don't matter if it hits or not. I'm safe.
Yeah.
I'm plus. I'ma just do it again. Like fuck it. I'ma just do it. Before they nerf Urian, the fucking stand Fierce into crush counter. Nigga, I hated crush counter as like a fucking feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I crush countered. Oh, I have forever to dash up and get a full fucking combo now. You know, so as Street Fighter 6 has gone along, like I've like my opinion on like it being better than 5 has like watered down somewhat. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as strong as it was like when the game first came out for various different reasons. Like I mentioned, like everybody has the same tools for the most part. So I get why you know, like Tahj, like I get now more that the game has a chance to evolve or lack thereof. Right. Why you like 5 more. And like this like safe approach they're doing to the game, like they don't want to over nerf but like I get not over nerfing, but like you don't want to like there's shit in the game is like why does this character have this? It's like season 2 Balrog shit all over again from Street Fighter 5. Why do you have this? Why does Ryu have endless fucking pressure in Burnout? Why does this nigga have it's just I don't ugh.
I feel you.
Why does my is like so fucking stupid, bro? Like my legit makes me want to rip my fucking braids out. I don't get it. Like I just don't get it.
Yeah. I feel you 100% on that.
I do think 5 was very good at the end of its life cycle. I will say that. I think 5 was very good at the end of its life cycle. But go ahead, Tahj, my bad.
No, you're good. I mean, honestly, I feel like both of y'all dynamics, like, you know, you was telling me like the earlier version of 5, like, you know, when feeling or whatever. And then, you know, you kind of don't really have a dog in the race because, you know, 6 started how it did. And then Gav, obviously, like, a lot of us felt like Gav, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, oh, new Street Fighter. We can finally move on from 5 because we've been playing it since 2015 or whatever. And then it was 6 came out 2023. So me included, I was ready to move on too, like everybody. And it's funny because 6, so first of all, as a package, like y'all said, the game is like a masterpiece as far as like a standard, you know, like as a fighting game package, it has like low key everything. But unfortunately, what 6 is like, it's a really good way of deceiving people. Like it's an illusion, bro. I promise you. It definitely like it deceived me at first. I'm like, yo, this game's a masterpiece. I was going crazy over this. Like, yeah, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all my story about how I got into 6. So, you know, I'm a big lore guy. You know, I like the stories and all that stuff. They saying, oh, this is after Third Strike. Yeah. Okay. They talking about like, yeah, I'm like, okay, what's up with the Illuminati up in there? You know what I'm saying? Gil and Urian. I'm like, what's up with all them? Where's Remy at? So my first thing was I went to World Tour in the arcade modes first before I even hit the like the competitive part of the game. So I'm playing it. You feel me? Playing it and stuff, and I'm like, wow, the story ain't all that because the story is like a 2K mode, like your own character story. You know what I'm saying? The Street Fighter character's like on the side, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's really your story, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that ain't nothing for real. So I played that. And then while I'm playing World Tour and stuff, I'm seeing everybody complain about drivers. I'm like, what's so wrong with driver? What's so bad about it? You know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right, I'll get to it when I get done with World Tour and stuff. So finally, I started playing the game, taking it seriously after I beat everything. And I'm like, all right, I'm picking Ken. Ken's my favorite Street Fighter character ever, right? So I'm like, let me play Ken. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, how do I get damage in this game? It's like, okay, you might get a jump in, you know what I'm saying? 1-2 special, whatever, but you're most likely going to drive rush. I was like, oh, okay.
Facts.
I was like, okay, there's no plus frames in the game. So how do you get plus frames? Oh, well, you got to drive rush because it gives you +4 on the advantage on your next button or whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, well, how do you get in or whatever? Like, do you walk? Do you dash? Well, you could do that, but you're probably gonna drive rush. I'm like, okay, what's this pattern here? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, something ain't right here. So I'm like,
let me just correct you on one thing. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
You're gonna low forward drive rush.
There you go. Yep. I'm actually getting to that. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. So then I'm like, okay. Well, what do you do to get Oki after a knockdown? Well, you probably walk, jump, dash, whatever, but you're probably going to drive rush. I'm like, hold on, is this everything? I'm like, well, how do you get a mix-up started? Like Gav just said, low forward, drive rush, and then 50-50, like throw, shimmy, whatever, button, whatever you're going to do. And I'm like, is that all you do? I'm like, okay, what do you do for max damage? Oh, well, you're probably going to do a jump in and you're going to do heavy, drive rush, heavy, level 3. I'm like, dude, is that all you do? And I'm like, I'm thinking back to when I was playing 5. I was like, hold on. There was a couple things I did not like about 5. Like y'all mentioned with the crush counter, I didn't like priority system. That's why people were throwing out heavies, because of priority system, it would beat out your light and medium if you're just trying to throw them out of neutral or whatever, right? So I'm like, I didn't like the priority system, because I think crush counters would have been better if it didn't have priority system. Anyway, I was like, I didn't like dealing with V Trigger 2 Colleen. That was one of the biggest things I didn't like, because when you saw her have it, you was like, if you didn't react to her, she would do what every character's doing in Street Fighter 6. If you're caught walking back, she would do I say drive rush because she created drive rush, but she did her little frost dash, her little ice skate dash, and she would go for the low target combo that would launch you, and she could kill you potentially, right? Or if you didn't react to her ice dash, you would get smoked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't like dealing with V Trigger 2 Colleen, and I didn't like dealing with my own character Gil, who had a 2-frame parry. You had to guess high or low, which is more that took more skill than Street Fighter 6, because 6 you could have it's a frame 1 parry and it auto corrects left, right, up, or down. It's crazy. But anyway, I hated dealing with Gil's parry and V Trigger 2 Colleen. I'm like, hold on. They gave every character V Trigger 2 Colleen's dash in Street Fighter 6. And everybody has a more cracked out parry. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, everybody's V Trigger 2 Colleen. So there's not that much uniqueness in the game because everybody's drive rushing. I guarantee you watch a grand finals right now and count how many times they turn green. Actually take a shot every time they turn green and you might end up in the hospital. Real talk. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, like what is this? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, were we so desperate for a successful Street Fighter game that we're just accepting the bare minimum, right? Because the gameplay of 6, bro, I don't think I've ever seen a game that relies on one mechanic over and over and over again. Like even in Street Fighter 4, you didn't FADCing all the time because it was so expensive to do, right?
Yeah.
But you're drive rushing damn near about 10 times one round. You feel me? But everybody's embracing it. I'm like, what are we doing here? I thought we liked character uniqueness with our characters. Mm-hmm. I thought we liked, some substance to it. But this feel like industry plant Street Fighter, bro. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? What's going on here? Everybody, I'm thinking I'm crazy. Damn, why am I not hype about this? Everybody's hype, but
yeah.
And what 6 reminds me of? 6 reminds me of if you took out the stuff that we enjoyed from fighting games from back in the day.
Yeah.
I can say character uniqueness, art styles, nuanced characters and stuff, nuanced stuff, you know what I'm saying? It pretty much took all that and just made a very meta heavy game. It took out all the fun stuff. It's just an esports game now. Cause let's make this uniform game where everybody's got low key the same stuff. Right. But that's all we're focused on in meta. We're not focused on the coolness of the character uniqueness. We're just all oh, this is good for esports. And I'm I don't understand it.
I agree. The thing with me in 6 is that I guess because I'm old school, I don't like to drive rush, period. Right.
And you're not playing a game if you're not doing that.
Yeah. I like to play my game. And if I don't play Street Fighter 6's game, I lose. Unless you're straight up ass. If you're straight up ass and you lose to fundies, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'll smoke anybody who lacks fundamentals. But for me, I have to drive rush. And that's what makes me not want to play it. Is because drive rushing to me, especially if I'm finally like, all right, I'm a drive rush, and then the drive rush doesn't come out. Oh my god, bro! Like,
yeah.
So for me, it's just like at least with Street Fighter Five, I didn't have to V trigger you. It's nice, right? And I'm talking strictly as a Chun player, not like anybody else's character.
Right. Kadin could do that too. She didn't have a strong V trigger.
I didn't have to like V trigger you. I could just straight up. Plus, my V trigger was a Kikosho, and I don't even remember what the other shit. Oh, the shit where I could throw multiple Kikoken.
Rinkiko. Yeah, Rinkiko.
What the fuck was that? So I had to rely on fundamentals, and then if I did get a Hazanshu or whatever the fuck and was able to cancel into Kikosho, then cool. But like in every Street Fighter prior to 6, I'm able to just beat you out with fundamentals. You see what I'm saying? And I think that, to me, that's the turnoff for 6. Not so much because I'm not even going to talk about, well, we might talk about it because I feel passionate about it. The music in Street Fighter 6 is ass, right? The ambiance in Street Fighter 6 is ass, I think. I do think as a product, it's the best Street Fighter. Like overall, it's the best Street Fighter, right?
I agree.
For me, I think it lacks, I guess, character. Seasoning. Yeah. Seasoning. Like, it seems like they wanted to do the hip-hop route, but didn't do anything hip-hop about it. You see what I'm saying? Or do anything really hip-hop. Like, the music to me is not... Well, I'll just continue my point. The drive rush shit, man, like the drive rush and drive impact. I feel like they took focus attack and split it into 2 mechanics.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I would much rather be able to cancel out of a drive impact versus like committing to a drive rush or committing to a drive impact. Like I have to commit to either one of those. And the type of player that I am, I don't want to commit to that unless I know, I'm going to do this because you're going to do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to think a few steps ahead. I just feel like everybody's just busting out in this game. And it's, I don't know. The turning green shit is a turnoff for me, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Now, somebody in the chat wanted to talk about the whole, the Dragon Ball shit. We'll get to the Dragon Ball Daima shit in a minute. For Dragon Ball fighters.
I think for me, like, what's so frustrating is like, I feel like, so like if they had used Drive Rush as strictly a combo extension mechanic, I feel like it'd be better or it'd be cooler or whatever, right? So I think that that's part of it. But if I'm just being real, like I hate, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think this started in 5, this feeling of like, overall, like you could be not as good as me, but because the damage is so high or the volatility of the game is so high, you could beat me. And me personally, I don't like that feeling. If I am better than you, I should be able to bust your ass, period. I don't like this, like, well, you won this interaction, so, or, you know, the damage is so high, so I guessed wrong once and you did 80% of my life. Nigga, I get that Akuma has, like, before Sagat came out, I played Akuma. I still kind of play Akuma, but granted, he's got like the lowest health in the game, right? But like there have been instances where like I'm like, oh, I got a little bit of life yet left. He's dead, died, round over, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like I saved it in my PlayStation just to like rewatch to be like, nigga, I died from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just be like, I don't know, like I don't like that. I don't like that about like how the game has become. And apparently like the game's like this iteration of Street Fighter is more popular than it's ever been in like Japan and Asia and shit like that. So like I get all that, but like I feel like they have the blueprint for what's the most frustrating part about it is I feel like they have the blueprint for something perfect and they're not utilizing it. So like, you know, for the first time, like prior, so we'll take like other games, for example, right? Nigga, Akuma was in Tekken. We were like, oh shit. Fucking in what's the other game? Like Mortal Kombat, guest characters. It didn't work out the way they wanted to. And I think that it's not the guest characters, but it's still hype. Like fucking Homelander was in Mortal Kombat and fucking Spawn was in Mortal Kombat and shit like that. All they did was take like IPs from a company that they're used to working with and put it in the game, which I'm cool with Maya and Terry. Like, I'm cool with that or whatever. But at the same time, like, y'all niggas had people buy Ninja Turtle skins to put it on their own character. They're not in the game. They're not on a character skin. They're just, oh, you could use this skin for like Battle Hub and shit. And I'm just like, nigga, like, why the fuck would I want to buy a skin to put on my character when I could play the actual fucking Ninja Turtles in Injustice? Just as a, like, I know Injustice isn't Street Fighter. I'm just saying, like, you know, between like you were saying, like we mentioned earlier with the lack of content and shit, then like, bro, like, you have the most popular game. You don't have the most popular story. You know, I think that Tekken and or Mortal Kombat story mode's way better, at least depicted way better than Street Fighter's is. But like, yo, like, the gaming industry is like, parts of it is like copycat. Why didn't you take the story or how they portrayed the story in Tekken or how they portrayed the story in Mortal Kombat and adopt your own version of it?
They did that.
You know what I'm saying? No,
they had a story mode in 5. They had a 2-part story mode in 5.
They had a story. No, they had a story mode. Yes, but like, I'm talking about the way it's shown, like the way it's. I can't explain it. I feel like back in the day, we got more like for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Like when you played Alpha, right?
Yeah.
And then like you played I forgot the name of the mode, arcade mode, World Tour
mode. World Tour.
Yeah. Like when character A, who has history or beef with character B in the lore, when you met up with that character, they had like a unique interaction before the beginning of the round and shit like that. Yeah. Same exact thing, but instead you use the voice actors like, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass. Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And they don't do any of that stuff. So it's hard for like, it's hard for like a you or a me or whatever to feel like, you know what I'm saying, we getting the same experience. And then it's like, y'all had a huge, I don't know if like they divide it, like if Capcom's like, all right, like we're a big company, this is how much we made under our Street Fighter umbrella, under our Monster Hunter umbrella, but apparently Monster Hunter did really well. I didn't play it, but I heard it did really really well financially or whatever, right? Yeah. So y'all niggas ain't broke. Right? Like, where is that same level of investment into like the cool Street Fighter shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what
they don't need to do that. Like, think of it this way, right? We grew up with Street Fighters, like where, like, you know, Ken is putting Ryu in a headlock and before the fight starts. We grew up with that shit, right? But we had a longer attention span. And I'm no disrespect to anybody in this generation, right? But like, they don't give a fuck about that. They don't care about the cool character interactions. They don't give a shit about that. They care about picking a top tier and smoking you. That's what they care about, right? So they're not necessarily focused on like, oh yeah, let's make this as cool as possible. What we got is there as cool as possible. You see what I'm saying? Like that. This is their version of this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Jamie with his shirt out and shit like that. Like this is what they think is cool, right? So we may think cooler shit is like for me, my favorite character is Chun-Li, but my all-time favorite character is like Evil Ryu. Like I love the Satsumi no Hado characters. Yeah. Like when I remember when hold
on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, when they fucking made a mistake and launched Evil Ryu and Oni in the arcades, I remember I left from Jersey and went all the way to Chinatown Fair just to see if the shit was real, right? It took me like 2 hours just to see if the shit was real, and it was. And I was like, oh shit, this is before they even put the trailer out, right? Yeah. That's the type of shit that I love. I was talking to my son. My son is 16 years old. He'll be 16 next month. And he was like, yo, I was talking to him. I was like, yo, wouldn't it be sick? Because we talked about, because he's excited for Viper. I was excited for Viper too. Only because I'm a competitor and I want to see what niggas is going to do with Viper, right? Not because I'm a player, but I want to see what niggas is going to do. So I told him, I was like, yo, did you know that Viper was in the game this whole time? And he was like, what? And I showed him her win pose or whatever, and you can see the character on the passport that she burns. And I was like, yeah, yo, she was in the game this whole time. We just didn't know that was Viper. And I was like, wouldn't it be sick if in a way to force people to play the World Tour? Because who the fuck is playing World Tour right now? I'm sure people are. But I'm not playing that shit, right? Right. In a way to get people to play World Tour, you hide a character in World Tour. What if like you come across this hidden quest, right? There's a hidden quest in the area. You find out about some nigga that's running rampant, destroying people or whatever, and you got to find out like how, right? Like the quest takes like 2 hours to figure out. You got to go here, they give you a little bit of information. You go here, they give you a little bit of information, and then you finally get to this area that's like a secret area that's not even on the map, right? You get to this area and you find out it's Kage. You got to fight the nigga, and he's like, you know, like those characters that they put out, like the Shinakuma and shit like that, and they put those characters out that you got to fight, and they're like stupid hard. You fight Kage, and if you beat him, you unlock him. That's the type of shit old niggas like me want. Right? I want that type of shit. And now, obviously, like in a few months, you know, not even a few months, maybe like a month, right? Once everybody starts to figure out or see him, right? Or people start playing him online and shit like that, then you could be like, all right, $5 and you can get Kage, right? And then you make that choice if you want to unlock him or not. But for the niggas like me who want that, I'll turn on, you know, World Tour mode to do this quest. You see what I'm saying? To unlock this character. But they're not doing no shit like that. I remember you had to put in like codes to get characters. You niggas was hidden all the time in fighting games, but they're not doing that shit no more. Cause it's I don't know, it's they're as cool as possible as what we got, right? Which is the hip hop spray paint. You know, I didn't spray paint when I was in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, that shit don't appeal to me. But I don't know. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, Gavin, or mention is you had mentioned the that if somebody like you could feel like you're better than somebody, but then in the game that they can beat you or whatever. I feel like that started with Marvel. And I think the reason why that started with Marvel 3 is because we all got hyped when somebody popped V-Trigger and smoked you. Unless you was on the receiving end. Not V-Trigger, excuse me, X-Factor.
X-Factor, which is pretty much V-Trigger in Street Fighter 5. That's what X-Factor is.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing, right? But niggas got hype over that, right? Like, I could be smoking you, and then you beat X-Factor with Phoenix, level 5 Phoenix, and it's a wrap. Your whole team died. You see what I'm saying? But niggas was getting hype about that. So they more so care about like the comeback factor. Because we do, how many Guile compilations have you niggas watched? Like, I'm sure I've watched hours of Guile compilations. Yeah. But what they miss is not so much that you slap a button and now you're overpowered. What they miss is when a nigga has chip, you can die from chip. When a nigga has chip and you got full health and they come back, that to me is skill. Not because you hit 4 buttons or you hit 2 buttons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you did this one action and now the scales flipped. It's not like that. And I feel like that's what they miss. And I don't know if it's because they're listening to the wrong top players. Because they had, what's that Guilty Gear nigga's name that's on their team?
Woshige,
Combo Fiend. Like, are you listening to the right top players, or are you just these are our guys, and we're gonna take what they say into higher consideration than the people who are actually like buying the game? You see what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Like, I think a comeback factor is not needed. Like, because even in Street Fighter 4, we had ultras, right? But even still, you could still beat somebody without just doing a wake up ultra. You know what I'm saying? Like without a random Geef ultra or whoever, right? You can still beat somebody and do a comeback, and that shit was hype. And I feel like that's what people was missing, because now you got sparking. I think Tekken has rage, right? Yep. Like there's so many different ways to come back, and I think they're just missing the point. You're missing the point. I don't need help. It's just hype when somebody does come back from like a death situation, if that makes sense.
I'm glad you said that too, because I want to chime in on that. So this actually goes back to we were talking about earlier about the pay-per-view stuff. I feel like, you know, all that cool stuff that we like, unfortunately, we're like that 20-30% of the sales. You feel me? The FGC is not a big number. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, then our tournaments and locals would be packed out, real talk. You feel me? So what it is I feel like, you know, let's say Capcom or whatever developers, they're working on a fighting game, and then like the big boss CEO comes in and goes, oh, you're making a fighting game? What kind of fighting game are you making? Make sure it's going to appeal to that other 70%, because the 30% ain't enough to, you know, sell as a business. You feel me? So like a lot of these games now, they're not focused on for the culture no more. Like, they're not making the game for the culture, they're making the game to sell, which they're supposed to sell, but it should be a better balance on making something of substance versus making something that's going to sell you a bunch of money, or sell you a bunch of copies to make you a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like you say, we know that the FGC, you know, we value the whole like, oh, I shouldn't get beat by so and so, but like, you know, to appeal to that other 70% of folks that's going to be making them money, they're like, oh, we need to help them out. We need to make sure that this appeals to them too. Because if real talk, if they made Street Fighter 4 2.0, right? Like, let's say 5 was Street Fighter 4 2.0, it wouldn't sell because it's only appealing to us. It's not appealing to that big number. I think you can go on like Street Fighter's Twitter account right now. I don't even think they have 1 million followers. You feel me? Like, it's not, unfortunately, back in the day, it was selling well because that's all you had was like Street Fighter. But now with all these other games it's got to compete with, right? They're doing stuff to tap into that, probably that Call of Duty fan base, that Mortal Kombat fan base, that Tekken fan base. You know what I'm saying? They're touching on everybody else. They're not just doing with the FGC, right? And like, that's what I was talking about earlier about how 6 is. It's like they did their research, bro. Like, think about like how the world values like realism in fight when video games, which is kind of weird because you're supposed to kind of play video games to escape reality, right? But like this world, they don't care for like art styles like something in a Guilty Gear or Street Fighter 4, or they'd be like, that look a little too cartoony. People say, oh, this look cartoony or whatever. But if you make something that looks kind of real, they're like, oh man, that look real as hell. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Mortal Kombat fan base and the DOA and all them stuff, it appeals to a lot of people because they're like, oh man, this looks real. I need to get on it. You know what I'm saying? And that 6 does all that. It looks like a little bit different, like a more real photorealistic art style or whatever. And it's got all the bells and whistles. People can jump into 6 and just play it because the game's so brain dead easy. Because you can do even without modern, you can still play the game crazy. Because like Gav mentioned earlier, you know, I wanted to say something when he was like, oh, you know, he played Akuma first and then he went to Sagat. It's like, sure, you can always play Akuma because like every character's the same thing pretty much. You just drop, you're all a rushdown demon. You just all doing fireball drive rush or button drive rush. So since everybody is a rushdown demon, it's not that much uniqueness in like the character play styles and stuff like that. You can damn near play every character. You know what I'm saying? So really, like all the stuff that we want, unfortunately, that don't appeal to the masses. That's why the game sold 3-something million or whatever, because the people that are playing World Tour and the Avatar Battle and the Battle Hub, those are the ones that's really selling. The FGC did not make that game sell 1 million copies. It's some casuals that's on it. Just being real. We can't even get like a bunch of people to go to Combo Breaker and CEO and Evo and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's just what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I get that. I just wish there was more of a I just wish that like in this world of us discovering that everything's not black and white and two things can be true,
right?
I just wish that there was more of a way to like, okay, we're trying to sell this to this audience or whatever, and still, you know what I mean? Like, I just, not even just like game balance. I feel like overall balance, it's not balanced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I just look at other communities with their game, and I'm like, damn, I wish Street Fighter had that. Or
real talk, real talk.
Like Tekken's story. So maybe not. Maybe this Tekken might be a little bit different because now it's like it's gotten a little kind of crazy with their story and shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like
it reminds me of Fast and Furious, like how Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
Right,
that's a perfect example, bro. Like. It's a little over the top now, but prior to this game, Tekken's story was like, oh shit, you know. Even like Mortal Kombat story, like Mortal Kombat 9, 10, 11, and 1, like going into 1 was like Mortal Kombat has the best story mode of like all the major fighting game titles out of all of them, right?
Right.
I get that like there was like a lot of complaints and stuff about MK1 as a game, which I don't want to get into, but I'm just talking about the story mode. So I get it. Like I hear what y'all are saying about the whole like, and I get that. That's why we got the Wii. You know what I'm saying? Like originally, it was just like, fuck this hardcore gaming shit. How can we get like grandma to play with her grandson? Like I get all of that. I just wish that there was a way to like do both without compromising one or the other, because I feel like they want to sell you some shit at the cost of everything else. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, you know.
I
And
agree.
shout out, you know what? Real quick, before we move on or whatever, I just really want to give respect to Broly Legs because this nigga
Rest in peace,
was
Broly Legs.
cooking niggas with his mouth, no modern, no two buttons, no nothing, and he was cooking niggas Street Fighter 4 or 5, whatever. And I could only imagine like what he would have been able to do now that like the game is would have been able to help him out. So
Facts.
respect to Broly Legs from
Broly
back in the
would've
day,
been-
bro. Cause
I remember
he would have been a demon, bro.
Facts. I remember, and y'all probably don't remember this shit, but I had a series on my YouTube channel years ago where I was like, yo, I only want to fight Chun players. Like, I only want to do mirror matches with Chun players. And I had a series where all I played was Chun players. Anybody who played Chun, I would play. And Broly Legs cooked my shit, bro. But this was before he was like Broly Legs. You know what I'm saying? This is before anybody knew him as Broly Legs. And he smoked my shit. And I was like, who the fuck? Like, I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. I think I was up. I think I was up like, because it was like a 1st to 7. And I think I was up 5. It was like 5-0. And I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Like, I'm done. And I don't even, because I don't really remember like how it all went to shit. But like maybe I got too confident or whatever. But he fucking cooked my shit. So shout out to Broly Legs.
Real talk. Real talk.
There's an Avatar game coming out. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so I got people in the comments on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming out with a 2D fighting game.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that about Avatar.
Why?
Right? Because you know, we can, I don't know, we sound like unks talking about it, so we can keep talking about it. But like we talking about back in our day, when fighting games came out. And like fighting games when they came out, they were special. You feel me? Because the frequency wasn't that much. I mean, the only thing you can think of that like they kept coming out was Street Fighter having another version of Street Fighter 2 and like Alpha and something like that, right? But they weren't coming out like crazy, right? So now that the games that are coming out,
what
you
do
know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying?
What time? Because I feel like when we were kids, like we got, look at the turnaround from Alpha 1, 2, 3. Then the turnaround with like the Marvel games, like Marvel Superheroes. I mean, we got the whack versions of the game on PlayStation here versus like Sega Saturn or whatever. But I just mean the turnaround time. Like the turnaround from like Marvel, I'm sorry, not Marvel, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, like that genre or whatever, like that was a short turnaround. Then we had even like Rival Schools, Power Stone, that all of that stuff didn't like leading up to Street Fighter 4. They wasn't taking that long.
Yeah, fucking
Battle of Bloody
Okay, I'm
War,
thinking
like
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, why I feel like we got more games now?
Because they're more publicized. They're more no. I think to me it's because we make more of a big deal about it. We get a trailer, we get a gameplay review.
Right.
It's at Evo, whatever the fuck. But if you think back on our time, damn, that shit sound crazy that I'm saying that. You think back on our time, we had EGM magazine. Or if you just walked into your game store and be like, what the fuck is this fighting game? And you could pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I remember I walked into a game store and I picked up Arcana Heart. I think I talked to you in your chat about it. I picked up Arcana Heart. That's the first time I heard about it. And I remember Rumble Fish. There's a lot of different, I think there was more fighting games back then. Because what was that mech game too that they had by Capcom where you could pick Akuma? The fuck was the name of that game?
Which game?
Who? Say that again?
Which one?
It was like a mech fighting game. And
you're talking about Cyberbots and Techromancer, but I don't think they had Akuma in those.
Techromancer, I don't know if Techromancer.
But Jin was in there. Jin was in there from Cyberbots. Jin was in there.
Yeah. Akuma was an unlockable character or a secret character or whatever.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Broly Legs, that dude that skips legs. Nah, it's totally different guy.
Right.
But yeah, I think it was just because it's more publicized. It's the information is easier to get these days.
It definitely felt more oversaturated for sure, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me being biased or whatever. But anyway, what I was getting at is that like nowadays they don't feel that far to be like, oh, I'm excited for so and so game because it seemed like okay, these business scene like fighting games are booming, right? And so everybody's calling this like a little golden age for fighting games, and I was like, well, shit, I think it's like low key fool's gold. I think it looked like it's bronze from a distance, but from a distance, bronze looked like gold from over here. You feel me? So they'd be like, yeah, it's a golden age, but I'm like, just because, you know, like all success ain't good success. You feel me? And it like and it really feel like, all right, we got a bunch of fast food options, but not a lot of soul food options. You know, we just eating just to get bloated. So yeah, we got all these fighting games, but they all feel like, a lot of them feel like a bloated experience, right? And somebody mentioned in the chat about Invincible. So first of all, you know, unfortunately, we're at a point now where we have to like beg and plead for just the bare minimum. And when the bare minimum I'm talking about now is like, you know, rollback, but also whatchamacallit, motion inputs. Like Invincible was not going to have motion inputs. 2SKO don't have motion inputs, right? I'm now I'm worried about like Avatar. Like, are they going to give us the option to play motion inputs or not? It's like
wait. Invincible doesn't have motion inputs. It's modern.
No. It didn't have it at first, but we complained so much on Twitter that at Evo, this Evo in Vegas, they announced, "Hey FGC, we heard you. We're putting motion inputs in the game." But I'm like, why do we even have to like advocate for that? That should be the bare damn minimum. You feel me?
Crazy. Yo, and don't quote me, but I believe 2XKO, the first beta that I was invited to, I played that shit and I swore there was motion inputs, bro. There's a video of me on my phone and I was doing combos and I was doing motion inputs. And then I forgot who I was talking to and they was like, yo, there's no motion inputs in this game. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's no motion inputs. It's like, yeah, there's no motion inputs. And sure enough, there's no motion inputs in this game.
Yeah. It makes sense though. Cause like, you know, if it's like forward button, then a quarter circle is going to give you the forward and the button. Cause that's the last two buttons you press. You feel me? So you probably like with mind tricking yourself, some Jedi mind tricking and thinking you was doing motion inputs, but nah, it was probably like, oh, you know, you just accidentally pressed the, you know, the non-motion input or whatever. But I'm telling you, I talked to this all about the time. It felt like, I said this before today, Asha. It feel like our older fighting games, the fighting games we grew up in, is like growing up in the projects, or not even just in the projects, just growing up in a regular residential area. And then these new fighting games, they done damn smashed our houses up and turned them all into them HOA cookie cutter houses where they all look the same. They tell you how you got to cut your grass, how you got to paint your house. They all look the same. And yeah, they're like soulless. Yes, we got more houses to get more games to play, but do they give you a fulfilling experience, or are you just bloated? Because it's like, damn, like we like the motion inputs, we like the character uniqueness. Not every character needs to play the same. Not every character needs to have an overhead or safe on it, whatever, or all this stuff. Like if you make a game very homogenized, then there's not going to be that much uniqueness because everybody can do the same thing. You feel me? Like me personally, when I'm playing fighting games, I like that my character, like for instance, me and Gav played Nash. He was the only character that could, you know, recover. Well, he wasn't the only one that could recover health, but Rose, she ended up getting that. But he's the only character that could take meter from you. Like he can rob your meter and stuff like that. Yeah. And, you know, he was the only one to teleporting for real until, you know, some other characters came out. But Gil, I like characters like that. But now in games like 6, and it's not just 6, it's like all these games. Like now they're just making the characters do big damage. Like, oh, I play Marisa when you can play M. Bison. You feel me? Like everybody do big damage. You know what I'm saying? So I just hate that. Like, oh, when these new games come out, I'm like, okay, is it going to have motion inputs? Is it going to have character uniqueness? Is it actually going to be something of substance? Is it just a game that's just to sell a bunch of copies? Like it's like a coin flip now. So like, yeah, I'm like, at first I was like, dang, this game was good, but now I'm reminded like of these 2020 fighting games. That's when it started, like 2020s. The 2020s fighting games is like, I don't agree with this quote unquote golden age for fighting games. I think it's fool's gold. Real talk.
Nah, I respect that. Because everybody copies, right? Everybody copies.
Right.
But what can we even pick a unique fighting game right now? You know what I'm saying? Because like we had the Power Rangers
joint.
Actually. We had the Power Rangers joint. That was like Marvel, and we had Dragon Ball Fighters, which was like Marvel and an anime fighter together.
Right.
We got
unique. What do you mean when you say unique? Like unique.
When I say unique, I mean as much as possible not like the next game, right? Like you can't say this game is 100% like this game. You see what I'm saying?
That's hard.
I don't think Tekken plays like is like the same game as it was. I think this Tekken's not entirely different, but
right.
Yeah,
I
It
think this
was
Tekken
modeled
is
after
the
like
most
Virtua
different
Fighter.
it's been in a while, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. But I
But
mean,
you're
now we're
right.
getting
I'm not
Virtua Fighter
disagreeing
back.
with you. You're right.
Yeah, so now we're getting Virtua Fighter, right? Like if we just talk about what we got now, right? We got Strive, Virtua Fighter is coming out. We got Tekken, Mortal Kombat's on the way out the door. We got Street Fighter 6. We
Tokon
got
might see by like it might be different.
Yeah, real talk. You know what Tokon
Tokon. Yeah,
reminds me
Tokon
of?
does look good.
Tokon reminds me of like Dragon Ball Fighters 2, but also like Grand Blue, right?
Yeah.
But then Grand Blue also reminds me of Blaze Blue. Like everybody has that unique trait to them. You feel me? The drive mechanic.
Wait. Before we get to Tokon, though, I have someone brought up something about Dragon Ball Fighter, so I actually want to ask y'all a question about it.
Okay.
What do y'all feel about them after all this time? Right? There's a new balance update. They're adding an additional character. Like, are you cool with them adding like the same, like adding new content to the same game, or would you have preferred them to come out with like a brand new Dragon Ball Fighter Z game? And just as like a side part of it, like so like for example, we give them shit like EA shit about coming out with the same Madden every year, right?
That's
They
not
add
right.
maybe one or two things. No. Hear me out.
Yeah.
We give EA shit about coming out with the same Madden game every year, but they add one or two new features, but it plays generally more or less over the last 10 to 12, 15 years. The differences year to year on Madden are like are generally the same, right? So like my question is, where do you draw the line of like, so it's the same fucking game, we just gonna rebalance everything versus like let's give them something fresh, something new, because it's been like, believe it or not, it's been like coming up on like 8 years, I think 7 or 8, something like that, where
It came
Dragon
out
Ball Fighter
2017, so yeah.
2017, yeah, where because like at this point I don't agree with the NetherRealm route of like, all right, like here's season 1, here's season 2, okay, here's a new game. But at the same time, like I think 7 years is kind of like long to milk something, even with an IP such as Dragon Ball. So what's y'all's feelings and thoughts on, would you guys have preferred a new game? Would you have preferred more characters, but they keep the same and just keep balancing it? Like, what are y'all thoughts on like the direction of Dragon Ball Fighter Z and stuff?
So
I'm gonna let Jay should talk first.
I'm not too mad about it. Here's why I'm not too mad about it. Because
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad if they put out a new game, and I'm also not mad that they rebalance this game, right? Because I'm not gonna hold you. If they was like, yo, we just updated Street Fighter 4 with a balance patch and added 2 new characters, I'd turn it on. Right? Like I turn it on. And then the thing is too, is like the thing with the Madden game is they was releasing a new game, full paid game each year and only updating shit, right? So like if a game, and they've been doing this when games was $40, right? So then now games are $70, $80. You're gonna make me wait a year, or we're gonna play this shit for a year. You're gonna put out another one, charge me $80 and only update a few things. Nah, fuck that. Right? But with this game, they're not giving us a new game and just adding another Goku, right? They're just adding another Goku and doing a balance patch. And that could be one of two things. It could be because they started working on this character, they put it down for a little bit, and they was like, fuck it, might as well put it out now and get a little bit of money from it. Or they want to gain hype and interest for a new game, right? Because if they're like, oh, we want to do a Fighter Z2 or Fighters 2, right? Let's see if niggas is still interested in this game. Let's do a whole balance patch. Let's put a new Goku in it and see if we can get 20,000 concurrent players. If we can get 20,000 concurrent players, then we'll do a Fighter Z, we'll do a Fighters 2. Or if we can get 10,000, or if we can get 50,000, right? So I'm not too mad about it. And when I see people hype, I'm glad that they're hype, because that's what the companies want to see. They want to see niggas being like, oh shit, they're hype about this game. They must really like this game. Let's give them more. You see what I'm saying? So if they just kept giving us character after character after character, I wouldn't be too mad. But if they gave us another game and it was just all the same shit from Fighter Z, and then they just added another Goku, Pycon, and all this other shit for the first season, now I'd be like, yo, this is bullshit. It's the same fucking game. You see what I mean? So I'm not mad at it. I actually support that, to be honest.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with that. Actually, man, I'm about to sound like a hater. I don't give a damn, but here we are. So, real talk on some real, with the exception of rollback and like full package, I guess I prefer pre-2020s fighting games any day than most of these current games. Just straight up, you feel me? So like. Yeah, like because like I said earlier, like I'm scared for new games because look what they're doing to our games. You feel me? Like we don't know if they're gonna have motion inputs or whatever or the gameplay we like, right? So like I like that they breathe new life into Dragon Ball Fighters because a lot of people still want to play fighters, but they came out with that crazy rollback patch and a crazy balance patch, whatever, and then people just stopped playing it. But now this gives them more hope because I mean, like Dayasha said, like he would pick up 4. I'm sure you would pick it up too, Gav, if they put breathe new life into new life into Street Fighter 4. Y'all be like, oh yeah, that's my actual game. I love that game. Boom. Or they put rollback up in there. Y'all back on it because that game is special to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that they did that for the fans that still wanted to play fighters. You feel me? It's just it ended on a bad note, but now they low key they Gil resurrected the game. You feel me? Which is crazy.
Facts.
And like I said, I prefer the gameplay any day pre 2020s for the fighting games. Like I wish all the pre 2020s fighting games had the rollback that these current games have and the infrastructure and the modes and the full package and all that. But unfortunately, that's the balance there. It's like, okay, the older games they might have cooler gameplay, but they netcode and stuff and all that. But then the newer games, it's like, okay, the gameplay's pretty mid, but at least you got rollback and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, because like. Hell, people still play Third Strike to this day. In Marvel 3, they clearly like their games that they like. They like their game. So people should just be able to do the same thing with Dragon Ball FighterZ if they truly love that game. You feel me?
I think Marvel would explode. If they did the same thing for Marvel 3, like if they just did a balance update and added a few more characters, that community would blow the fuck up.
Real talk.
Like you'd be able to look out your window and see an explosion because of how hyped that shit would be. So I think, and I also think that practice is different. You know what I'm saying? Because ever since we were kids, niggas just been selling us another game and it's just been an update. You see what I'm saying? Ever since we were little, like Double Impact, Third Strike, you know what I'm saying? Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, 3. It's all the same game, just with a little bit of different shit, right? They may add a mechanic here or new characters or whatever the fuck, right? So for me, I think it's a good practice because it's different. It's something that we've never experienced before. And I implore them to do that, at least for Marvel. Shit, Marvel would blow up. Just fuck Infinite, right? Because, Maximilian did his shit. He got a few more players, but, like, that's unofficial. Take Marvel 3, add a few more characters, like add the Fantastic Four and all this other shit, right? And then do a balance update and add fucking rollback. Oh, my God. That community, nigga...
And they deserve it. They deserve
that shit. Them and Third Strike. They deserve that shit, bro.
They be carrying them games, bro. And you know what? That might be something they can do in the future. It's like somehow retro put in certain stuff and revisit, because as technology goes, like none of us thought that they was going to put like replay takeover like how they're doing in all these games. That stuff is crazy. Going to go back and it's ridiculous. They're doing all kind of stuff to train them on now in all these other modes that we never thought. So I'm like, man, it's possible. I'm hoping in the future they can just retro put all that stuff that we need in those older games.
They're doing it with they did it with all the Capcom fighting collection legacy games and stuff. Like they added training mode and ranked, and so I think that's like a perfect segue into like so they're not getting like Marvel, but they're getting like a new version of Marvel. Like what do y'all think about Tokon and how it looks, how it plays, the premise of it? Like what do y'all think about Tokon?
So shit, you go ahead, Tahj. My bad.
No, you got it. I promise you.
For me, I like. So the reason why I never really played Marvel like that is because it's just the way my brain works, bro. I cannot learn 3 characters, learn the matchup for each character of the game per my 3 characters. I can't. That's just I don't want to say I don't have the ability to. I don't have the want to. Right? Like I want to be able to pick my game up, pick a character, learn the matchup for that character, and be done. So what I like about Tokon is, at first when I saw 4v4, I was like, fuck this. But then I think, I don't remember what stream they did, but they was like, oh, you don't actually have to play 4v4 and switch your characters. You can pick one character, pick 3 assists around that character, and you can make it like a 1v4. You know what I mean? And just use like the assists and shit like that. Because you don't swap out and gain more health. You see what I'm saying? Your whole team shares 1 health bar. So for me, I was like, oh, okay. Because I was OD in Capcom versus SNK, right? So I could learn those matchups, but I don't have to worry about the assists and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to worry about none of that shit. But in this game, I could pick Storm, right? Because that's probably who I'm going to play. I'm going to pick Storm, and I could pick my 3 assists and just build my team around Storm and fight that way. And if I just have a losing matchup, then in the middle of the match, I can swap out my character. You know what I'm saying? So I only need to learn her matchups and her bad matchups. I don't have to learn like 4 characters and then 4 matchups for everybody. Plus they're losing. Like, I don't have to do none of that shit. So now, as far as how it plays, I don't know how it plays. I've only ever watched people play it, but I don't know like how, like if it's motion. I don't know like how it actually plays. But I think it looks fire. I think that shit looks sick. I like anime Marvel. That shit looks fire.
It gives like a half Strive, half Marvel kind of feel to it. That's what it feels like from playing the beta. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like half Strive, half Marvel. There are elements of Marvel in it, but it's kind of like you get a launch button, you could combo in the air, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then it also gives like Strive elements of the stage transitions and stuff like that. So
yeah. I think Marvel players are gonna play it, but then they're gonna realize that it doesn't have the freedom that Marvel has, and then they're gonna drop it. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think only the people who like the game and the anime fighters, I think they're gonna play it, because like Dragon Ball fighters had that freedom. But one thing that I've noticed, because when the beta was out, I watched a lot of people play it. Everybody's doing sort of the same shit. Nobody's doing anything different, right? Like in Marvel, like seeing a nigga do foot dive, right? It's fire at first, but then it gets old. But then Marlon Pie did the whole jab series where he jabs around your body. You know what I'm saying? In like a square, and then you know what I'm saying? Like niggas could actually be creative in Marvel games, and I think that was the appeal of Marvel. But in Tokon, I didn't see anything that was like, I feel like everybody was just doing like B&Bs. You know what I mean? Like nobody was doing anything that I was like, oh shit, that shit look crazy. You know what I mean? So, or maybe there just wasn't enough time, but
I don't think it was enough time, honestly.
Yeah, my first impressions, I think niggas is gonna play it, like Marvel players. Like I'm not talking like the fighting game community in general. I think everybody's gonna play it. But I think Marvel players is what's gonna boost the game at first. And then once they go, oh, I can't be as creative, this isn't Marvel, then they're gonna stop playing it. It's my initial thought. I don't know if it might be different later when it comes out, but we'll see.
If that's the case, I feel like that's part of the course. That's kind of what we've been talking about with the whole freedom of expression and stuff like that. Like with Viper coming out for Street Fighter 6, like it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate that they added like feints and stuff like that, but she just doesn't. It's like Viper with training wheels. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad you said that.
But she's still the hardest. She's still the hardest character in the game. But she has training wheels. It's crazy. That's she's out already. She don't come out to this Friday.
She comes out on Wednesday.
Oh shit! On Wednesday. I don't know. I'm hyped, and I think you had walked away when I said this. I'm hyped for Viper to be in 6 not because I'm gonna play her, but because I want to see what niggas will do with her. Right? Like I want to see something different. And I think if any character in that game could do it, it'd be Viper.
It'd be her,
where two Vipers won't play the same. You see what I'm saying? Right, whereas me and somebody else will play the same, right? Or like you and somebody else will play because we all know what we want to do and what that character wants. Versus like Viper. You know what I'm saying? So I was hyped. I remember I was telling my son, I keep bringing up my son because Data is a fighting game nut, but
as you should.
I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Yo, who do you want to see in this game?" And I said Terry and Viper. He was like, "Viper? Who the fuck is Viper?" And I took him. We have this thing called Lore with Dad. So every night I cook dinner, and we all eat dinner together, and we all watch something together, whether it's a movie, a show. We just spend that time together, or we just talk. But Lore with Dad is every week. So whenever they ask a question or I'll be like, all right, we're going to save it for Lore with Dad. So I'll cook dinner And I'll sit their asses down and I'm like, now let me show you all these Viper videos so you can understand why I'm hyped for Viper. And I feel like Viper should have been number one on everybody's list, but it is what it is, right? But I think she was actually. I think she was number one most requested. But anyway, so I'm showing him all and how you have to play her and what like you needed to do to get like Faint into Ultra out. Like shit was crazy. He's like, oh, this character is nuts. And I'm like, yo, I took him through the Wolf Crone era. Like I took him through everything. And I was like, yo, this character is ridiculous. So when they announced her, he was like, yo, I'm sure you hype. And I'm like, yo, I'm so pumped for Viper only because I want to see what niggas is going to do. If everybody's doing the same shit, drive rush in the I'm done. I'm fucking done, bro. I'm not watching this shit no more. I'm not even gonna play it. It's not even installed on my computer right now, which is crazy. Street Fighter is always installed on my computer, but it's not installed on this computer at the moment. I don't even have Street
you're
Fighter
not the only
4 and
one.
shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And I've been playing Street Fighter on the PC since the end of 4. You know what I mean? And I have no Street Fighter on this shit. And I bought the pass. So, yo, I'm sorry. I'm about to go on another rant, bro.
Yeah, you good.
I bought the pass for Street Fighter 5, right? The Street Fighter 5 pass that I bought was the one that had Akira in it, right? Because I was like, yo, I want Capcom to know that I want rival schools anything. So even though I'm hoping they look at stats, even though I don't play the fucking game, logged no hours in the game, I logged in to buy that pass, downloaded Akira, and turned the shit off. Right? I buy all the passes for these fucking games, bro. All of them. Just so they know. Sure, I don't play the game, but I support your shit, bro. Give me more of that. I just need more of this. Terry, I need more of Terry. More of Viper. Give me more of that. Because this nigga clearly don't play the fucking game, but he's jumping on to buy these passes. So, give him more of that shit. You see what I'm saying? And you can't say that you don't got no fucking money when there's niggas like me buying a fucking pass and I don't play the game. Fucking, yo, I could turn on the game on Wednesday and Viper will be sitting there waiting for me. And I'm not gonna touch her. I'm not even gonna go into the training room. She's just gonna be there waiting for me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you give me fucking, well, I'm hyped for Ingrid. But who wanted Elena? Who wanted Elena?
Nobody. Literally.
We know who wanted Elena, the waifu warriors. The ones that say they play the game and they don't play the game. They got a whole stick with Elena on it and don't play the damn game. That's how C Viper is. There's so many fake C Viper players because they know that character was like the hardest character to play in the game. They don't play C Viper. We know it's like a tiny few, like a handful of people that actually play C Viper.
Yeah. Like Latif. Remember Latif?
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah. They don't play that. They're about to play, but they're about to be all over gentrified C Viper.
Gentrified C Viper is crazy, bro.
All right, they about to be all over her. You know, shit, she ain't even Crimson Viper. No, well, you know what's funny? We're gonna talk about it because this all start. It's funny how we're gonna bring this all the way back to the beginning. But you know, when we used to watch Capcom Cup, right? You know, we didn't have to pay for it. Now they trying to charge you for Capcom Cup, right? Oh man, C Viper and Street Fighter 4, you did high jump. You didn't have to pay nothing. They about to charge you drive meter for that. It takes 1 bar drive gauge to do a high jump.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. So like, you know, it's like, dang, you know, we used to get this for free. Now we got to pay for it. But anyway,
fucking crazy. When I saw that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about C Viper, right? Like everybody's talking like, oh wow, yo, she fixes the problems that a lot of people have about 6 is such a homogenized game, and she looks like she be technical and unique. Now, you probably might still have fun with her because of how unique, technical she is, but most of the time, characters like that are so unique and technical, it reminds me of Gil, where he's playing a different game, and she's probably gonna suck. Right, because if she's not drive rushing heavy like every other character, you know what I'm saying, that she probably is not going to play like fit into the meta for real because she already using drive gauge just to do a damn high jump or whatever else she uses the drive gauge for. So it sounds like she's going to be drive gauge dependent, and we know you can't be burnt out in that game. You feel me?
They give her that. What is it? The level 1. The level 1 kind of like locks her drive gauge from going down.
The install.
Yeah. So they got. I mean, they got that shit, but
yeah.
We'll
see.
Yeah, we'll definitely. I'm hyped for C Viper, right? Like I'm as hyped for Viper as I was for Terry, right? Just to see Terry in a Street Fighter game made me very happy, right?
Yeah.
But If Sea Viper
I'm
is
scared.
ass, I'm telling you, bro. I am not gonna, because I don't think the game is hard anyway. So you put
Right.
Viper in the game, that increases the difficulty. So I just want to see. I just want to see.
Yeah, I'm scared because I'm like, we saw what happened to the guy. So I mean, I already know what time it is. I'm so disconnected from six that like I don't get hyped for new characters because I know what the game's going to boil down to. That's like it killed me like when some people like not saying it's you, but it killed me like, oh, I'm just waiting for this character. I'm like, first of all, if you do not like six, a character is not going to do that much to change the game for you. The game is still gonna play the same way. The character might play a little bit different, but the core mechanic, it's just like what they did with 5. Oh, Tahj, I'm in there when Oro come out or Akita come out or Guild, bro. You're not. You stop lying to yourself. You just be real. If you don't like the game, it's a very good chance you're not gonna like it, even if such character come in. People tell me all the time, they're like, Tahj, oh man, but what if they announce Guild or Nash? You coming back? And hell no. I'm gonna see a different version of my character that I don't want to play. They're gonna ruin it with Drive Rush because Drive Rush does everything, bro.
Yeah.
It does your taxes, it mows your lawn, it takes care of your kids. You feel me? It cooks your dinner. Drive Rush does everything for you.
Yo, what the fuck?
It really do though. It's a Swiss Army knife. You do everything. Fireball. You know what killed me, bro? I'm about to go on the run like you did. Remember how people hated Akuma with Fireball V-Trigger activation in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Damn near every character low-key do that. They got like a little great value version of that, but it's called Fireball Drivers. Now all of a sudden people are embracing it. It's crazy. People then like, when you activated V-Trigger on block, you was forcing the 50-50. You damn near do that 3, 4, 5 times in a round when you do drive rush cancel on block. You feel me? And it's way more cheaper. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? At least like if you did that, boom, you're probably like only going to do it once around. You can do that shit so many times in a game like 6. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very interested to see what they do. Like, it's funny because we say all this stuff about 6. It's very much a possibility that they might change the game a lot in the upcoming future. It just ain't looking too good because we're like, what, year 3 and the game is very much the same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
has not changed.
But they feel like they got the golden recipe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Because honestly, if we being real, that goes back to that 30% I was talking about. Like, we're complaining about it, but the casuals and some pros, they're having a blast with 6. They're like, why are y'all talking so bad about my favorite fighting game? Like, and they're never going to understand because we're playing up here. They're playing all the way down here. There's always that disconnect. They're not going to understand what we're saying. You feel me? But then you also, let's keep it real. Let's be 100 because none of us are shills. At least I don't think we are.
Right.
There's a lot of shills in our community. There's people that like are a slave to the brand. Like, I like Street Fighter, but I'm gonna treat it like Italian food. I like Italian food, but I ain't eating every damn dish. You feel me? So it's real talk. I'm not eating every Street Fighter that just gets something. But some people will just, oh, it's Street Fighter. I gotta play it. I'm like, you part of the problem. Like, you probably don't like it, but since you buying all the DLC and you buying the game up, like what you look like buying something that you don't like and you still playing it. That sounds crazy to me. Like, I'm 35 years old. I'm gonna go do something else. Right. Everybody talk about Tahj. She done got big. Yeah, I was like, since I'll play fighting games, I got more time now. Whoop-de-doo. That's crazy. You feel me? I'm now lifting more because I don't like none of these fighting games. You feel me? I choose not to support something that I know I don't agree with the direction they're in. So like, yeah, they say, Tahj, you gonna play 2XKO? No, I don't like that. It ain't got motion inputs. Now I'm gonna try Invincible. I don't like that
either.
Right. I'm gonna try Invincible because they actually listen to the community and say, oh, boom, we're putting motion inputs because y'all, that's really important to y'all. And I'm like, well, yeah, if we want something to change, we have to be the change that we want to see. We can't have a bunch of drones and sheep because we got a lot of sheep in our community, but it's not even just in the community, it's in the world. A lot of people feel like their voice don't matter. So they'll just like, oh, well, it is what it is. I'm like, if we keep it is what it is and accepting anything, then they can just do anything, bro. You gotta like stand up for something now. Come on now.
Yeah. The thing is,
that's why I was proud of the God.
I got a bone to pick with 2XKO, but you got it.
I was just gonna say I was kind of proud of like the Tekken community because they were like very vocal about the season 3, whatever this most recent patch was that came out this year. Damn niggas was mad. They were like, "What the fuck is this? Y'all lied. Y'all said it was gonna be like this, and it's like this." Nobody did that with 2XKO. Like I only heard like a small corner of the community bitching about the motion inputs when these niggas, when they first announced the game, these niggas literally looked right here and they were like, "Hey, it's not about newcomers beating people who've been practicing for 20 years. What the fuck do you think motion inputs and all this easier shit does?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it bridges that gap. That's exactly why you did it. And I would rather you not say nothing at all, or you to just be like, you know, like I know we got off Tokon, but like I actually appreciate what they did. They were like,
same.
cool. You want easier inputs? No problem. You're gonna lose out on damage. You're gonna lose out on this. You're gonna lose out on that. Like I'm like, there's a balance to it where it's like, all right, you don't want to be able to react to shit. You don't want to actually do the combo. All right, you're gonna be missing out on damage. It's gonna scale. It's gonna whatever. Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard the thing with 2xKO, I was like, I don't know if and just for the record, like, because there's people playing 2SKO, they've never seen or heard of Arcane a day in their life, right? And they put me up on Arcane during the pandemic. I remember coming to your house and you were like, yo, we were talking about something. And I was like, yo, like, since we've been home, what have you been watching? He was like, oh, I just finished Arcane. I was like, what's Arcane? He was like, nigga, I'm kicking you out of my house. I want you to go home right now and watch Arcane. It's like, nigga, like, you don't belong here right now. Go home and watch that shit. I was like, it's like that. He was like, when you told me, when you were like, yo, Kojima got invited to a private event to watch it and he couldn't make it. And then they sent him like the season in advance before it came out. And he was like, I should have went to the premiere. I was like, yeah, I need to watch that shit. Like that shit is fucking fire.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, now I like follow all of the lore and all of that shit now, right? And like when they did that, I was like, I don't want to play it. Like after all of that, I was like, yo, this character's cool. I fuck with Jinx. I fuck with the story. The story's dope, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, I don't want to play it now. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, that's why, like, I really like kind of like what they did with Tokon. But like I was saying with the whole Tekken thing, like they were very vocal about like, yo, your patch is ass. And they didn't just say it. They literally stopped playing the game.
They boycotted it.
They boycotted the fucking game to the point where the devs was like, oh shit, we need to fix this shit. And they still haven't fixed it. They're still working on it, but they knew they couldn't let it rock like that because they knew that like nobody would play it. So I think that that's what it takes. It takes niggas like being like, yo, like y'all niggas need to, and I'm not saying like, cause you know, you hate it when like, especially like as a fan and or like aspiring wrestler and shit, you hate when the fans just hijack the show and chant shit that they got no business chanting and throwing beach balls and shit. Like you don't like that shit because it shows like when I went to SummerSlam and Lyra Valkyria was wrestling Becky Lynch, like I was kind of tight because like the crowd was doing a wave because they weren't into the match. You know what I'm saying? Like still watch the match. Like don't just sit there and shut the fuck up. Like don't do the wave like while they're like putting their bodies on the line in the ring. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I like the fact that like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like very vocal about it or whatever. And they stopped playing the shit. Like you know, so I said all that to say like, I do think that like fan input and like the pro input and the player input is very important and shit. I don't think it should be everything because you don't want them hijacking the game. At the end of the day, they're the ones who work on it. They want to feel a sense of accomplishment. Like, you know, I worked on it. We hear in the gaming industry, we hear all this shit about crunch and they made me work on it past this time and past that time. And it's time I spent away from my family. I get all that. But at the same time, like at the end of the day, like us paying for the game pays for you. It pays your salary or whatever the fucking case may be. So I don't think that like our input should be everything. But I do think that I'm glad like Namco did it with Tekken, but like I don't think that they've done it with Street Fighter at all. You know what I'm saying? Like
never.
Like or Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like at all.
We got too many sheep, man. They ain't gonna ready to stand up like that. Like Tekken, at least they was about business, but sure, we got so many people that's like, Japan, they like let's be real. Like if y'all know anything about Japan, we know like that is very much on brand for them to just, it's like on the what's the concept? Shut up and dribble. You feel me? Like that's like even when like in the anime industry, like for instance, if we're getting paid pennies, we're gonna unionize down here in the States. You know what I'm saying? Like, Right. But they're like, oh, well, let me just work harder and I'll make more money. You feel me? So they ain't really about rebelling against the machine. They like, oh, this is Street Fighter 6. Guess I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just play it. Now I like that Daigo has been more vocal about it, but that's because I guess he's in that position. Yeah. But like a lot of them pro players out there, they just like, well, let's just play it because their livelihood is on deck, which that's that's unfortunate. The catch-22 there is like their livelihood is that, so they have no choice for real. Yeah. But like I just wish more people like the community would speak up, like, hey man, we don't like where this is right now. Can y'all do something about it, or we'll do something about it? But again, we got too many sheep, not enough leaders in here. Fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll get blackballed. You'll get blackballed fast. Especially if you're like a Capcom detractor, you'll get blackballed, and then now the community will turn against you. You see what I'm saying? And it takes a certain level of thick skin to be able to be like, nah, fuck this. This shit is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but you will get blackballed, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a guy I watch, his name is Asti Cross, right? And he gets a lot of shit because he's like one of the biggest like Bungie Destiny content creators or whatever, but he always be talking shit about Destiny, like this, Destiny that, and they still invite that nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So because the thing is his opinion matters, right? Especially if he has a platform, right? And I feel like our opinion matters. And I'm quick to not pay for your shit. I'm quick to not buy your shit.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? I will not, and I teach my boys that shit too. Like, pay with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like make them pay with your wallet. If they put out some shit that you don't like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. You can talk all the shit you want, but if you still playing the shit, they don't give a fuck about your opinion. You still playing the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If how you look being a Street Fighter 6 player, and you got all this shit hating on the game, this hating on that, don't like this, don't like that, but you log 8 hours in the game every day. And you buy everything they put out. They don't give a fuck what you got to say. They care about the nigga who's not buying the game. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga like me, I'd be like, what? You did what? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
See if my credit card information gets uploaded into your fucking server. I'm not buying shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Street Fighter,
that's the only language they understand, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. It's the money. It's the money. It's the money, bro. And then they got the most concurrent players in fighting games right now. You know what I'm saying? They got the highest concurrent players in fighting games right now. They don't give a fuck. They think they're doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm the minority where I'm like, yo, y'all bugging the fuck out. I'm the minority, right? Because they like, nigga, we got 50,000 concurrent players right now. That's higher than most other games at the moment. And this is a fighting game. So we not listening to what you got to say. We clearly doing something right. So, and then the Street Fighter community, I'll say, I won't say the fighting game community. The Street Fighter community won't band together to be like, yo, this shit is ass.
That's real. Because the only one that's talking about it like that is Idom. He's like the lone warrior in the US, right?
The only thing people are aligned on is that nobody likes throw loops, but they're not feeling like they're not gonna do anything about it.
They still not doing shit about it.
Right. Yeah, like there's other stuff people don't like we're like, yo, if I react to you doing drive rush, I should get a punish counter. Bro. I should get some type of a reward. Nigga, like you made the shit. First of all, it's bad enough you made it so fast for some characters, DJ, that I can't react to the shit, right? But okay, on the off chance I react to it, what do I get? Nothing. A normal fucking combo that I would have gotten anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a universal acceptance of like, we all hate roll loops. We all hate the fact that there's no risk in when you just throw out drive rush and neutral. That's the same two things, regardless of anything else. Those are the main two things I hear people bitch about when it comes to the game, but nobody's like, I'm not playing it.
Right.
All right. They're going to play it any fucking way.
I'm so glad you said that, Gav, because you just sparked another thing in me. So all of that comes back to like, like how everybody's like saying like, man, this game's so damn crazy, so chaotic and stuff. If you can slow the game down by literally picking modern, because the game was intended to be a modern control only game. But who wants to do that? Because we don't care. We ain't really with modern controls, right? Like the game should not be dictated by modern controls. It should be an option, right? Mm-hmm. But it reminds me like when the game first came out, people were just pressing medium kick and medium punch to parry. Like a normal, if they did drive rush normal, right? But then sometimes only the medium punch would come out or the medium kick would come out, right? Mm-hmm. Because they want you to play modern. Don't press the button. They want you to press the parry macro that modern has. You feel me? So like, yeah, you could react to drive rush a lot better if you play modern because you could do one button super, one button special, whatever the hell. And it's so frustrating because that's what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with all that just because It's funny how y'all mentioned training wheels earlier because this is an analogy I like to use. Like back in like Street Fighter 4 and stuff, you used to like, let's say you were a BMX biker and you had that thing tricked out. You had to like the damn things to grind on rails with. You had all that stuff, right? Okay. Now in these current fighting games, they have welded training wheels on there. You cannot take those training wheels off. No matter how much. Now, since you're a pro biker, you're still going to be able to do tricks with it, but you still have those training wheels that you cannot take off. So they didn't level the playing field. We're all playing on the training wheels. We're all playing on the training wheels. Real talk. And I hate that we don't have the option to take the training wheels off. We don't.
Yeah.
That's just really what it is.
Imagine we're all basketball players, right?
Yeah.
And imagine we're all 6'5". We're the hoop, which is normally I think 12 feet, they lower the hoop down to 8 feet. And now, mind you, we're all 6'5". We're not all different heights. We're all 6'5". The hoop goes from 12 feet to 8 feet, and the circumference of the rim is now double.
Yeah.
We're all fucking Steph Curry now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's what I equated to. Like, where the fuck is, and don't get me wrong, like, they say like, especially in sports, they'll say like, Michael Jordan could have played in any era. Kobe Bryant could have played in any era. This football player, whether it was the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, they could have played in any era. Tom Brady would have been Tom Brady in any era. That's true. But like, nigga, so you're going to have your certain exceptions. But for the most part, like, it shouldn't be, I don't know, like, it just shouldn't be like that. Like, do you know how long it took to like learn and feel a sense of accomplishment to like, yo, and Dayash will tell you, nigga, when I first got into fighting games competitively, I was trash. I was ass.
all of us supposed to, for the most part, yeah.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, okay.
You don't understand. There was ass, there was like ass, and there was me. Right? And it wasn't until it wasn't until we met when like K Brad first joined our group or whatever, like that was when I started to like actually learn. But for the longest period of time, nigga, like I was ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it took me learning. But like, I understand that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to like jump to feeling a sense of accomplishment without like going through the grind. So I get all that. If there was a way for me to get better sooner, like, fuck it. But it's just, like I said, man, like, it just fucking sucks. Like, that's why, like, I love the way that how vocal that Tekken community was, yo.
Real
They're
talk.
like, fuck this. We're not playing shit.
I didn't hear about that. I didn't even hear about that.
Yo, you didn't hear about, bro?
Yeah, it was season
Tekken
2.
Players,
Season 2 Tekken.
Speed Kicks, Main Man Sui, FDX, they were playing Street Fighter on stream.
Yeah.
Not Speed Kicks playing Street Fighter.
Nah, he ain't lying.
Playing Street Fighter.
He was playing Judy.
He was playing Judy. Oh shit.
Main Man Sui was playing Bison. I forgot who FDX was playing. I think he was playing Ken. But these niggas was playing Street Fighter because they were like, yo, this is some bullshit. And now like they reverse it. I think that all it probably would take is like a month of Street Fighter niggas doing it. I'm gonna play Tekken for a month. I'm gonna play this for a month. And that's it. Like, I'm not touching Street Fighter. Nigga, fucking Battlefield just came out. Fucking Battlefield is fire. I just bought it. That shit is way better than Call of Duty. What came out before that? Ghost of Yote. I'm gonna play that for a month or two. You know what I'm saying? And then like whatever, like we'll see how the game is when Alex comes out or fucking Ingrid or whatever, right? That's all it would take, nigga. Because once they see that shit, because like it wasn't until like during the pandemic I started watching what's the dude's name? Young Ye? Young Ye, he started referencing Metacritic. I never like went on Metacritic for anything. Now like Metacritic is like honest, like I don't know, like I just feel like the devs like probably take like the feedback personally. Like nigga, it's not personal. Like nigga, we want to buy your shit. And the fact that like you have like it should be the opposite. You should know if I do the right thing, these niggas gonna buy my shit regardless.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, nah, like you being an asshole, you bitching about our shit, we just gonna do it anyway. Like, you don't understand, bro. Like, if y'all niggas like did shit the right way, whatever you make now, you would have double what the fuck you making. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was a way for someone like Tahj to be appealed to the game, you would have my money, Dave's money, and you would have Taj's money. But now you
Real
only
talk.
got my money because I'm the dumbest nigga who keep playing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they realize that. I don't think they understand just how much influence, you know what I'm saying, like they have when it comes to everything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we're
I feel that.
powering the players, bro. We got it.
It's power in the wallet. It's power in the
Yeah.
fucking wallet, bro. Like, don't be up here bitching if you still gonna feed the machine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And also, Gavin, you was ass because you was stubborn. Once you drop your stubbornness, that's when you got good. But
That's okay. That's fair.
I just wanted to bring that up because there was times I'd be like, yo, Gavin, you never gonna get good if you keep playing like this, nigga. So, but, and now look at you. This nigga's ridiculous. But I forgot what the
Yo, if they gave me a competent version of Nash, nigga, I'd have been.
I don't blame you.
You gave me a good, because I wasn't like playing Nash like that season 1, and but man, if towards the end of the last like 2 years of that game, that CEO I did really good in, nigga. If I had a competent version of that character, nigga, woo, y'all niggas would have hated me.
No, I wouldn't have. I'd be like, look at my nigga. But what do you think? Every time I see Shine up there, I'm like, that's my nigga, bro. I remember when Shine was like 12 years old or some shit like that.
Out the Shine.
That's my nigga, bro. So I would have celebrated you. I was hyped for you that last CEO we was at, and I forgot
The
who
one I
you
had
was
to play
playing.
Shine.
Oh yeah. That was
The one I had to play
2023.
Shine or the one afterwards?
the one you had to play
2022.
Shine. You played twice
yeah.
on stream. You played Shine and you played somebody else. But you wouldn't have had to play Shine if you didn't lose to the dude prior.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And that shit pissed me off because you had that nigga on the ropes.
I had one. It was over.
You had that nigga on the ropes. And I was like, you got off the stage. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. I remember that.
But before we get into the next topic, I just want to take this opportunity to speak to the chat. I have all of y'all on YouTube. There's a bunch of y'all on YouTube. There's a bunch of y'all on Twitch. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for you being here. And please help us pick a name. We don't have a name for this podcast just yet. I've seen a few. I saw the Fighters one. I saw Ready Fight. I saw a few of them. Help us pick a name. And if your name gets picked, we'll give you a shout out. I'll make you VIP. So every time we do this podcast, you'll be VIP. Or whenever I stream, at least. I don't know about Tahj and them, but
yeah, I can't see the chat. So what are they? What are they saying? Is there anything they want us to address or talk about?
Yeah, I told you, bro. If you just put the stream on your PlayStation, you'll be able to see the chat. I got the chat running so you can see it. But the next thing I want to talk about, and this might be a little controversial.
I like controversial stuff.
Well, we gonna talk about
you know me, nigga. So
we're gonna talk about 2XKO real quick, and then we'll talk about the shit we talked about earlier before we started streaming.
okay.
If y'all even want to talk about that, you could put it in Discord if you want to talk about that. But the one thing that I want to talk about is 2XKO, right? I am the reason why I loved Arcane so much is because I really like League of Legends. I'm just not good at it, and no matter how much I try to get good at it, it's still just really hard for me to get good at because it's not a game that I would typically play. But I like how difficult it is to master. So that's why I never really. Also, they have the most toxic community on the planet, but that's neither here or there. But when Arcane came out, I thought it was really dope because one thing that League of Legends is missing is like an in-your-face sort of story. So when they announced 2XKO, I was like, oh shit, this game is gonna be sick. They made League of Legends, they made Valorant, like this shit is gonna be sick. Nigga. First of all, we gave Street Fighter V, I even mentioned it in this podcast. We gave Street Fighter V so much shit for how it released, right? It released incomplete. Didn't have a story mode. I don't even think it had an arcade mode. I think it had training online, or it might have had an arcade mode.
No, arcade mode came out on Arcade Edition. So yeah, that was like season 3.
God, fuck.
I mean, not arcade mode. It did. It had story mode.
Yeah, story. It had the story mode at the
character
end. Character story. Yep, and it had survival mode.
Oh, you mean the shit with the screens, not the actual story mode?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You had to pick the character, and then it told the story from that character's perspective.
Right. Oh yeah,
and then
I remember.
You had survival mode to unlock.
Colors,
I think.
Okay.
Yep.
The game came out incomplete. Is my point, right? We gave them so much shit about how the game came out. I told you a story about I was invited to the beta playtest. I played it. It didn't work. And then they released the game, and it was just like the beta. There was nothing new, nothing added, nothing like that, right? I was invited to this last playtest. And I was like, okay, like it's still kind of like, it's janky. Like you could tell that there's still some work to do. But then they said that, the first access or free access, whatever, is coming out in like 2 weeks or some shit. So I'm like, oh, all right. So then that means that they're a lot further along than I thought. The game came out the same way the beta test did. It's mad incomplete. There's no story mode. There's no arcade mode. There's none of that shit. The animations are janky. When you win around, all the sound just gets sucked out like a vacuum. The characters don't say shit. Like their mouths move and stuff like that. For example, Warwick, when you win around, he like howls or whatever. You don't hear it, right? Like it's just the game is an incomplete mess, and niggas aren't saying shit. And then, at least with Street Fighter V, right? When the game came out, they wasn't immediately like, yo, buy this battle pass, buy this, buy that. They wasn't immediately like, yo, you need to buy all of this shit. Nigga, if you want the arcane skins, the only way to get the arcane skins is to spend $100. Not like, okay, you can get this arcane skin or you can get that arcane skin. Because I don't play certain characters in the arcane lineup. I don't play fucking Echo and shit like that. I play Jinx. So I only want the Jinx skin. Nah, nigga, you gotta spend $100 to get the skins, right? That shit is crazy. The game's not finished. Why are you charging me $100 for this? Then you got $50 for that. Then you got this for this. Like, why are you already just asking us for wild money and your game's not done? How the fuck can you release this shit like that? Okay, granted, it's free to play, and the difference between Street Fighter V was you had to pay money, and this is free to play. I get that. Okay. That we'll understand that 100%. But the game, I would argue, is in a worse state than what Street Fighter V was. You see what I'm saying? I would argue it's in a worse state than Street Fighter V was when it came out. And we paid money for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and niggas is doing this all over the place. Niggas is fucking buying skins, and I'm not spending $100 on that shit. I'm making you pay with my wallet. I'm not buying these fucking skins. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? Have any of you even downloaded 2XKO?
No, I haven't.
Nigga,
I got invited to the beta, but I haven't touched it.
Bro.
Once I knew it was motion control, no motion controls, I haven't touched it. I haven't played it. I haven't logged on to it. I haven't nothing.
Bro, the game is clearly unfinished. Like, for example, when you play Street Fighter V, right? And the only reason I'm bringing Street Fighter V into this is because of the state it was released in season 1, right? If you walk forward in Street Fighter V, your character walks forward. When you stop, you can see every frame from when you stop. When you walk backward, you can see your character step up and walk backward and then stop, right? In this game, it's like they clip. There's no, like, they're missing the animation from the initial walk forward and the initial back and then, like, jump. Like, every animation is just like they skip the frames to get to that animation. You see what I'm saying? And this is just standard animations. I'm not talking about, because it's, it's the Magic series, light, medium, heavy. Like, you're gonna break frames to get those animations out. I'm talking about jumping, ducking, walking forward, walking back. I'm talking about those animations. Y'all niggas clearly released the unfinished game and put early access just to be like, oh, we know it's unfinished, but you can play it now. No, nigga, what the fuck? We know what you're doing. You doing this because you want the money. And the fucked up thing is about it is the game is, it's like it's a good fighting game. I think it's a good fighting game. I think it has potential for like that character expression and shit like that. I think it has very good potential. But niggas is eating this shit up like we wasn't giving Street Fighter V the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas need to have the same energy for that you do for this. And with Street Fighter V, we paid what? It was $50 at that time? Or was
60. I think it was 60. Yeah.
We paid $60 for that unfinished game, right? This game is free, but if you look at, if I want to buy everything in that store, it's going to cost me well over $200. Well over $200. If I want all the skins and shit. Now, I will say it does have like the League of Legends shit where like when you kill a nigga, they might blow up. You can spend money for them to turn into fireworks and shit like that. All of that shit is cool, but the game's not done. The game's not done, and you're already talking about seasons and shit. Why isn't nobody talking about that shit? Why am I the only one that's like, nigga, am I bugging the fuck out? If I turn this shit on right now and show the stream, I can show everybody exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the store is highlighted, but then the game's not done. And then, I keep falling on it's early access, whatever. When the game came out, when it was time to download the shit, you couldn't play it for like an hour and a half because for some reason you couldn't log in. You was already had server issues on the free game. The game is free, and I couldn't log in for an hour and a half. Then on top of that, right? They fixed that shit. Now I can't watch you two niggas fight each other. If you and me and Tahj are fighting each other, I can't watch you fight Gavin because the spectator mode was broken. The game wasn't done. Why the fuck did you release this shit like this? And for a nigga like me, I'm gonna remember that because I remember how Street Fighter 5 launched. You know what I'm saying? Because of how Street Fighter 5 launched, now I'm not pre-ordering shit from Capcom. Right? Because I remember
PTSD.
that. So now you niggas are fucking doing the same shit and nobody has the same energy for it? Oh, because it's early access. They slapped, nigga. Let me ask y'all this. If you got Street Fighter 5 and they slapped early access on the main menu, would you be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's why it's like this because they put early access on it.
Of course.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Early access don't mean shit. You put out an unreleased game. Yeah, an unfinished game. You released an unfinished game and you want to charge us $200 and something for your shop. Fuck off. Now, I will say, you have to unlock characters with champion tokens and blah, 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 blah. So when you buy the arcane pack, it comes with 8 champion tokens. So when the new characters come out, you can unlock them for free and la, 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 la. Fuck all of that. It's no value when your game is not finished. So fuck that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be.
No, you said what you needed to say. You said it. We tired of being quiet. That's real talk. You had to say it like that because it's too many people hiding in their little corner, knowing what they want to say, but they're afraid to get quote unquote canceled or jumped on Twitter or some shit like quote retweet or whatever. Because all this shit reminds me of just high school. Is just people just go with what the cool people do, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's not enough leaders, too many sheep up in there. You feel me? So you said it exactly how you needed to say it. Because I wish more people were as loud as you about this shit. Because I haven't engaged anything with Twitch. No, you did right. That was a good rant. No, honestly, you were preaching. Honestly, right there. Bro.
You got yo. Street Fighter 5 low key gave you PTSD, nigga.
Because
we've been hurt. We've been hurt.
I didn't even pay for Street Fighter 5. That Capcom gave me Street Fighter 5. They gifted it to me so I could play it. Right. And when I turned it on, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Especially all the anticipation of surrounding it too.
I think for them, everything you said to someone like me, to people like me and Tahj is valid, or the consumers should be valid. But I feel like to them, it's at the end of the day, it's free. So I feel like for them, they feel like the fact that I don't know, I'm not a dev, I can't speak for nobody. I'm just saying, like, if I'm trying to like play devil's advocate or just trying to look at it from another perspective, I think maybe they're like, at the end of the day, it's free. So essentially we could do what we want because we're not charging you for the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the game itself. Whereas again,
free just means diminished the quality. That's what free means, right? I can turn on a plethora of free games right now that run better than 2XKO right now. Let me not say run. That are more complete. Yo, Warframe is free, isn't it? Can somebody confirm if Warframe is free?
It's free. It's always.
I think so.
It's always been free.
All right, so
Fortnite.
Okay, so that game is free. Now what?
Marvel Rivals, even that's a lot of money. Marvel Rivals, but yeah,
bro, Marvel Rivals is free as fuck. Marvel Rivals is free as I was just about to lie to you and say I didn't spend a dime, but no, they put out that Thor Storm skin, and I went shit. Them niggas got my credit card real quick. But still, like that game is free.
Fortnite.
Bro, we won't even talk about Fortnite. We won't even talk about Fortnite. So, sure, the game is free. The game is free, and it's a decent fighter, but it's not done. I think it should have been baked a little bit more. Then you could be like, all right. But it seems like they were in such a rush to get money that they was like, all right, here, just throw it out.
Yeah.
And then, and we'll go from there. But why would you risk your reputation on that? You know what I'm saying? That shit is dumb.
And to be fair, honestly, if we being 100% real, not only that I feel like they thought that they could get away with because it's free, but I think we know how. I'm trying to be nice. We know how the FGC is low key easily impressed You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
As long as the game got good netcode, which is crazy because that's the bare minimum. You should not just be accepting anything just because it got netcode. You feel me?
Yeah,
like
I agree with
that
you,
should be a thing that's in there, right? But the FGC is so damn like easily impressed. Like, oh my god, oh we got a League Fighter game. Oh my god, it's free. Oh my god, it's got rollback. I'm like, bro, that should be the bare minimum. Why are you so easily impressed by that? So yeah, they can cut corners with like what you said with the animations and the game being incomplete because like, oh, you know, the people working on it are also supposedly in the FGC, so they know about it. So they probably think like, oh, well, we can just do it here because they don't care about that. They just want a game that you can do some combos with, you know what I'm saying, hit a mix up here and there, like, you know what I'm saying? They just want a functioning game. And to be fair, there's a lot of people like that. You know, I had watched a podcast, you know, not too long ago, and this person actually played fighting games for a long time. I ain't gonna name him, but they literally said, as long as I can play the fucking game, that's all I care about. And I'm like, well, damn, you'll just accept anything then if you can just play the damn game.
You will accept anything, nigga. I will not accept anything. You will not gonna put a meat in my mouth, dog. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
And you know what you reminded me of? You reminded me of like, I bet you, real talk, we can take this shit anywhere, but like, I feel like this is what like a lyrical rapper was complaining about like how the industry in the rap game was just overtaken by like mumble rap. You feel me? Like lyrical rapper gonna be a little bit more critical because like where your lyrics at?
Yeah,
you know. But now all y'all just talk about is right. We're in the mumble rap of fighting games right now. They will accept all that shit. And listen, I like going crazy over some mumble rap every day, but I don't want to consume that every damn day.
Right.
It's a time for everything. Give me a better balance. Like, yeah, I want to hear my lyrical shit sometime too, but sometimes I want to get ignorant, listen to my mumble rap, but don't let it all be mumble rap now.
Fact.
Come on now.
Fact.
You feel me?
That's
what it is.
That's great. That's a great analogy. Holy shit.
That's actually a very good.
That's ridiculous. That's bars, nigga.
Bro, and I'll just be freestyling this stuff, bro. Because it's like I'm so reminded by all. It's because at the end of the day, the reason why we can make so many analogies about this shit is because it's happening to every genre. Right. It's not about making a good product for the culture no more. It's about making something to sell. So music's going through it. Your anime, your movies, your TV show, hell, even your food. Like even like restaurants can't even compete with a McDonald's and stuff because people rather have something that's convenient instead of something that's fulfilling. You feel me? Just because it's convenient don't mean it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'll go to another country for food.
Real talk. But yeah, it's about quality. It's about quantity over quality now. And I hate it because, you know, we got all these fighting games out here, but how many of them are giving you that fulfilling experience instead of a bloated ass experience?
It's like food with no seasoning.
Yes, absolutely.
Or light.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
It's light seasoning. I would say this 2XKO is grilled chicken with a little bit of adobo on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
It shouldn't be that way. I want a fucking medium rare steak. And I want that
I'm glad you said medium rare because we got to free our people from well done steak. Goddamn, extra well done.
Facts. Gavin is a well done nigga. But
oh, come on, Gavin.
Wait.
Nah, nigga. I need that medium rare.
Hold up.
We were all rooting for you. I know too many niggas that eat well done steaks.
Hold up. Your boy was at well done, and we at medium well now.
Okay, that's a step. That's a step.
That's
take you to medium. We gotta put you on medium next.
There's a little bit of pink strip. It's a little bit.
You need to grow up, nigga. How old are you?
Anything else? Shut up, nigga. Anything else, you might as well walk up to a cow and bite into the nigga. What the fuck?
Bro, it's good. Medium rare, medium is not the level.
Medium rare is delicious.
That's the one.
Medium rare is fucking crazy.
That's the one.
You gotta bless this nigga, bless this man with some tenderness in the steak. Goddamn. Facts. He don't know what a tender steak is. When you go to Japan, first of all, hold on, time out. When you go back to Japan, nigga, there's this so I went to Kobe. And I had an A5 Wagyu fucking teppanyaki, whatever that shit is.
Right.
Nigga.
Right.
They don't give well done. Because if you take that steak, first of all, when you grab the steak frozen, it melts. Like it melts like butter. You know what I'm saying? So they put a little bit of heat on that shit and they put some salt and they give it to you. That's how you gotta eat it. And that shit is delicious. And you talking about medium well, nigga, you ain't getting medium well with no fucking Wagyu in Japan. You ain't getting that. So I need you to grow up a little bit. I'm finna eat beef jerky at this point. fucking
Right,
facts,
might as well
nigga.
go get a leather belt from Belkin and put some steak sauce on that shit. For real, they
Leather
didn't
belt is
overcook shit.
fucking crazy.
That's how tough it is. Is a
I'm
leather.
saying, nigga. Steak is not supposed to be tough, nigga. That shit's supposed to melt in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Gums all bleeding because all the damn well done fragments and shit. It feel like eating a crystal type. Like,
Nigga need water and shit because he got the fucking desert sand in his mouth. Fuck this nigga talking about?
Oh
Shaking the table, trying to cut the wood. You the chat.
Don't worry, y'all. We gonna get them right.
Facts, nigga. Got my water spilling out. Like, nigga, relax. What you doing? I'm cutting my steak. Fuck. Got a jackhammer to the table. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but yeah, as I was saying, I would like for my games to be finished before you offer them to me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like this dude said, cake no icing. Imagine getting a cupcake with no icing on the top of it. Give me the choice to scrape that icing off. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like icing on my cupcake. But give me the opportunity to be like, I don't want that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas is bugging the fuck out. Right, that's when you need A1 to rehydrate the meat. God. Yo, Gavin, you use A1 sauce?
No.
A1's pretty good.
If you go to your you go to your refrigerator right now, you don't have no A1 in there?
Nah, no A1 is in there. I promise you.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. Like I said, we downgraded or upgraded, however you want to say it. To medium
that's good.
Well,
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a little pink strip up in there. I could cook a medium well, or like a medium rare steak really well, but I just don't like. I wasn't like, the way we was raised on it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel that
everything had
because
to
we
be
were
well
raised
done.
on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then we eventually we elevated, we gravitated, we educated, we elevated. You feel me?
Yeah, nigga.
Now we're motivated to do better. Because there was a lot of stuff we grew up. We grew up eating Little Caesars. I'll never eat a Little Caesars pizza again, bro. We grew up eating potted meat. You feel me? Vienna sauce. I ain't doing that shit no more.
Vienna sausages is fucking
I
nasty.
can't stand a Vienna sausage right now,
God.
nigga. What the fuck? I used to eat that shit like a snack. A Vienna sausage with some hot sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Just because we was poor. They ain't got no motherfucking Vienna sausages
going back
in this
to
bitch.
that. We ain't going
Vienna
back
sausage
to
and
that.
saltine crackers. See, side note.
Okay.
He said I swore them shits off the rest of my life.
Okay.
Yo,
Facts.
Vienna sausages is nasty, bro. Them shits is gross.
We know what time it is.
Ugh.
He says it's just like fighting games got to listen. That's a fact. I mean, apparently the Tekken community had them niggas in a chokehold. So I gotta.
Wait. How did you not hear about this? Where the fuck you was at?
I'm
when this
not
shit
on
went
Twitter,
down?
bro.
I feel that.
I don't be on
that's
Twitter,
valid,
bro.
Yeah, he was like off social media for a minute. Like, what the hell they y'all shit?
Yeah,
like,
I took
so
a
get
year
it.
off. I was off social media for an entire year. And that shit, like, I didn't do YouTube. I didn't do nothing for an entire year because I needed to get my mind right. And that shit low-key hurt the numbers, but it didn't hurt my mind. I'm cool. I can have one nigga in here and I'll be straight. As long as I'm on here doing it, I don't give a fuck.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss. I mean, that boycott was impressive, but for the most part, we know what the majority of the fluff was.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Plus, my Twitter is full of like chicks shaking their ass, niggas bitching about something else, and like my Twitter don't have nothing on it, so I stay off that shit, bro.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh yeah. So Twitter is just another, X, right?
Right.
another platform where I could see the same bitches over and over again. I ain't trying to see that shit. I'm always have love for Little Caesars. They was with me on my worst days. I feel that.
Shit,
Twitter full of them.
If you value your stomach, you better get off that shit. If you're out of your gut health, lay off.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, do it every once in a once in every blue moon, but nah, baby, we ain't on that no more.
See, but for me, I'm not gonna hold you. Pizza Hut right now got my soul. So
Pizza Hut used to be fire. I don't know how it is now.
Pizza Hut got me right now, bro. Because I mean, my kids love pizza. So like, we moved, right? Like we moved into a house. So all my favorite pizza spots are far. Like all like the real pizza spots, they're far now, and I don't be wanting to go nowhere. So there's a Pizza
Hut
Marco's right down the street. Marco's
is definitely better than Pizza Hut.
I'm about to kick this nigga from the.
Oh, don't worry. See, that's what I like about it. We can talk about all kind of shit. Marco's is definitely better than Pizza Hut.
This nigga you getting on me about well done steak and you eat Marco's?
Marco's is better than Pizza Hut. Like not better than old Pizza Hut. Old Pizza Hut is top tier, but
somebody do a poll, dog. He's bugging. He's bugging.
Domino's is not where it's at neither. Hell no.
Nah, Domino's is ass, but Pizza Hut right now is on some shit.
Hold on, unless they change something, I'm with you if they change something. But I'm talking about like pre-COVID even Pizza Hut? Hell no.
Nah, hold on.
This nigga said Marco's.
Which is better?
Wow.
We're gonna do Pizza Hut, and then we're gonna do Marco's.
I don't know, baby. This poll probably ain't gonna be far because you just had your homie say he ain't letting go of Little Caesars. So imagine what he gonna say about some damn Marco's Pizza. Shit, I'm about to free my people. I'm about to free my people. I'm about to free y'all, baby.
He said, "I ain't even wow." But if somebody asked off his Little Caesars, I won't turn it down. And you a wrestler, nigga? What you doing? Little Caesars, I would say Little Caesars, and we coming off the point, but Little Caesars, I think is good for like, I got 3 boys, you know what I'm saying? I get 4 $5 pizzas, and we in there.
That's good when we would like have to go pick it up for one of their birthday parties.
Yeah.
That's what it's good for.
The birthday parties, we would get
I'm
like
hungry. I want some pizza.
Shits.
I'm gonna go get some Little Caesars. Nobody's saying that shit.
That shit's real good if you want a line outside that bathroom too, baby. God damn.
We ain't talking about
Little
Taco
Caesars
Bell,
hot and ready.
Nigga.
Little Caesars hot and ready. That shit is out your system in like probably 20 minutes.
That's
real
good.
talk.
That's
yeah, because you gotta damn evacuate.
You don't want that shit
evacuation.
sitting in your gut. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there festering. Now you wondering why your stomach hurt. At least with Little Caesars, you know you
might as well
clear
go get a laxative then. One of them chocolate laxative shits. Then if that's the case, that's what you want.
Nah, nigga. If I'm backed up, I'm getting White Castle.
Oh man,
Facts. I'm getting White Castle.
Clean you the fuck out. That shit'll clean you the fuck out. Yes.
And I'll enjoy it. I'm like, yo, this shit gonna fuck me up later, but I'm shit.
Obviously, the goal is we'll get to that point where we ain't got it. It don't matter how many people it is. We ain't got to resort to Little Caesars. We can be like, oh, we ordering the best pizza for everybody. It don't matter. But that's why we on this podcast right now. We're trying to make it to the top. We're gonna bring the squad with us.
Listen. Hold on. Let me elaborate for just a moment. All right. If I don't feel like doing absolutely shit and the time is getting late, I'll bust out some Little Caesars. Right. But don't get it twisted. Your boy make like $100K. Okay, I'm not like, we chilling. If I want to get a bunch of pizza from XYZ, then we'll do that. But sometimes, and then Uber Eats got them. They got the buy one get one joints. I get 6 pizzas for like $20. I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Translation: we're going to Dayasha's to get something to eat. Food on him.
Shit, nigga, we good over here. I'm just saying, yo, we can't shit on the Little Caesars, bro. There's certain things that I just can't get rid of, like bowl instant ramen. I can't do it, bro.
Well, I ain't been on that in a minute either.
I gotta do that, bro. I fuck with a Laffy Taffy here and there, you know.
I'm trying to think what like I'm still on after like all these years.
That's a good question. Cause I've changed a lot myself, actually. You know, for wellness and shit like that.
Yeah, because like I started, especially like over the past like 3 months, I've been eating a lot healthier than I was. So like,
that's good,
nigga. I hated avocados. Like I thought avocados was nasty. I started eating avocados and shit. I started like, I was never a big like salmon person. I got salmon in my sink right now thawing. So like, I don't know. Like I kind of switched a lot of my shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like
red pieces after MREs. I respect that. I ate a lot of MREs, nigga, and that shit was definitely not good.
Yeah, MREs?
MREs, yeah. Those are like them little instant meals in the military.
Bro, I got one right here, actually.
Yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got an MRE right now? He about to grab that shit. Hold on, dog. Yo!
Listen to damn MRE.
That nigga got an MRE right now. What's that?
So let me tell you this. Fun fact. I stream a lot, you know what I'm saying, playing Street Fighter or whatever. And I had this guy named Chris, shout out to Chris, love Chris to death. He always is like, oh man, you served in the military. I was like, yeah, I was Air Force or whatever. And he just really likes that I'm a veteran and all that. So he sent me like what are them damn canisters called? I forgot what it's called, but he sent me like, one of them little water canisters that, stay cool and all that. And he sent me an MRE as a joke, and I still got this damn MRE over here.
Yo, and you could keep that shit for the next 10 years, bro. And you Gucci. bro.
On some Fallout type shit, if the oil ends with some radioactive shit, this shit's still protected.
Let a nigga send me an MRE right now, nigga. I'm gonna be hype.
Right.
Yo, especially with remember the bread with the cheese, the squeezed cheese and that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
The hot cheese, I think it was.
I think that cracker had like at least like 1 billion calories in it by itself.
Facts,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yo, we used to save them shits and sell them like the cheese packets or whatever, because it wasn't rare, but like it was random, and those were the ones that everybody wanted, or the ones that had the M&Ms in it. Oh my god, bro! Damn.
Yeah.
I would always trade that jelly for cheese. See, he know that cheese, nigga. That cheese was something else, bro. Fuck. So, Gab, just so you know, right? It comes with a little thing in it that you pour water in, and it heats up. You like close the MRE and it heats up the food. So it'll have like rice and chicken. It'll have a snack. It'll have like a cracker and like a jelly, or a cracker and a cheese. But for me, it was like a bread. I think it was like a bread. It was like a thick piece of bread, but nigga, these shits don't spoil. And when we was in the field, nigga, it's chow time. Niggas is throwing out fucking MREs to everybody. You know what I mean? And then we just haggling like, yo, who got the one with the cheese? Who got the one with the M&Ms? Who got the one with the Skittles? Know what I'm saying? So it was a fun time. Like I'll never be mad at an MRE, but like if I had a choice, I wouldn't eat an MRE. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if I had son, you and I need to get up, all three of us. Well, I don't know if you can get on the base, Gav, but like we should get up, go to the PX and buy mad fucking MREs, dog.
Hold on, how much do things cost? I never bought one. How much they cost?
I don't know. I'd have to find out. I just know they got them on base.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Damn, he had hot sauce in the ruck for all them MREs. That's fire, bro.
That's funny. I don't even know how we got on the topic of food, but I like it.
Yeah. I fuck with it. Because we was talking about like fighting games being incomplete mess.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Exactly.
But now I fuck up an MRE, dog. I should do that. I should do a fucking skit and have all three of my boys and be like, all right, it's dinner time, and hand them little bastards
we doing the
MREs.
The MRE mukbang, however you pronounce it.
Shit, I even had my wife on here with some fucking MREs. Like, everybody get an MRE, and I'll just be sitting there smiling, eating that shit.
Yeah, y'all gotta be careful. But them things got a gazillion calories. That
mad
shit
calories, nigga. Mad calories.
That shit is crazy because it's supposed to sustain you when you're out there on the field. You know what I mean?
Facts. See, he already know. Give one to your girl. Yo, the doctor would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, literally.
This is what we was eating in the field, babe. We was eating MREs.
Yeah. Just like with when Snake you playing Red Gear, they be little rations right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what the rations were, bro. Little MREs with the calorie mates and all of that. Fuck yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
that's what it was. Bro. That shit just took me back. That nigga pulled out a smooth MRE, dog.
Real talk. It's been sitting here thinking, I'm like, I ain't this shit anytime.
I tell you what, though, you get fucking boxed in, you gonna love that shit.
Yeah. Which one is this one? This one is the chicken tomato feta. That's what it is.
Oh, I don't think they had that when I was in.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
This thing like 2 years. He sent this to me like 2 years ago, and it's just been sitting.
Yo, send me a fucking MRE, dog. Everybody in here, send me a MRE. Niggas think that shit is a joke until they see me enjoying the fuck out that shit.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's some new shit. I don't think we had that. I went to the military in 2007. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I signed my paperwork when I was 17. I wasn't even 18 yet when I signed the paperwork to go. So
damn.
Yeah, nigga. Life was tough.
Sure was. That's why I joined.
Shit. Yo, you know how they got me too? So I was working at GameStop. I had 3 jobs. I was working at GameStop, Hot Topic, and Suncoast. I had 3 jobs. No, GameStop, Spencer's, and Suncoast. It was all like part-time jobs, but I was trying to make this money, right? So I started working when I was 16 because I tested out of high school when I was 16. So I had those 3 jobs, and I'm at GameStop, and Street Fighter Anthology came out. I don't know if y'all remember that for the PS2.
I remember Anthology. I had that. I love that.
Yeah,
I think the movie was on there too.
It was.
The movie. Yep.
Street Fighter Anthology came out, and this dude came in and was like, yo, and this is back when you had to reserve a game, right? So I reserved the copy. Somebody else at my store reserved the copy, and then they just had like 1 game left or whatever. So the dude came in and was like, yo, y'all got Street Fighter Anthology? And I was like, did you reserve it? And he was like, nah. And I was like, nope. And he was like, damn, it's like that. I was like, yeah, like if you didn't reserve it, we don't got it. And he was like, damn, y'all niggas is fucked up in here, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, you mad? He was like, yeah, I'm fuck out of here. Like, I don't remember everything he said, but he was talking hella shit. And then I was like, well, I got my copy. So I'm talking all this shit to this nigga, and he want to fight. So, I'm getting hyped because at this time I was wild. Gab, you remember I was wild. So I was wilding back then. So these two niggas in uniform walk in, and they like, yo, you got a lot of energy. You ever thought about signing up? And I was like, yeah, I ain't fucking signing up for no military. What the fuck I look like? And they was like, yo, we giving out a $20,000 sign-on bonus right now, and you get to pick where you want to go. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, so you'll give me $20,000 and you'll send me to Japan if I want to? And he was like, absolutely. That's all I needed. And that shit was definitely a lie. them niggas got my ass. But they did, I did get half of the, this is a long story, but the recruiter that recruited me stole half of my bonus or whatever. And he was doing that for everybody. So them niggas is in jail right now. And the military was like, oh well. And I'm like, what you mean? They was like, we didn't steal your bonus. So it is a long story, but they did, they did hook a nigga up. But
right.
Yeah, them niggas is in jail right now. And I was just trying to get out of the hood, bro. All I was doing was playing Gears and eating like hot wings. Nigga,
and that sound like the gamer diet right there.
Yeah, nigga. So I was like, I gotta do something. Huh?
Right.
And cereal, nigga. You still on that shit.
I'm still on cereal, nigga. I love me a good cereal, bro. Speaking of which, let me look and see if Target got my shit right now. I love cereal, nigga. Can't nobody talk me out of fucking cereal, dog. I love me some cereal. So every year, I get the Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch. It comes out like at the end of October, and I've been eyeing this shit because only Target in my area sells it. Once that shit is out, I buy like 6 boxes, and I eat them shit like once a month or some shit like that. Like one box a month or some shit like that. And the kids know when they see Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch, that's dad's cereal. Don't touch that shit.
Yeah.
I'll come home breaking. Who ate my cereal, nigga? I gotta wait for a year for this shit. Who ate my cereal?
That shit low key sound like you got the cereal radar, like on some Dragon Ball shit, and they only come once a year. You gotta get all the damn Dragon Ball size cereals
bro,
together.
I walk into the Target, I grab like 6 of them hoes, and I walk out. Well, I mean, obviously I pay for it, but I grab 6 of them and I walk out. And that 6 will last me, I'd say like 3 to 4 months. It'll last me like 3 to 4 months, and then next year I'll re-up. So
yeah,
it's coming though. Crazy. It's October 13th. 10 more days or so, and it should be in the stores. Nigga. I'm gonna make a post. You'll see. I'm gonna make a post. I got my drugs.
Yo, you remember shit? How we was just talking about shit we still on, right? Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna hold you, yo. I still love eggnog, bro.
Oh, I can't fuck with eggnog.
Eggnog's good.
Some people will clown you for drinking eggnog. Eggnog is fucking delicious.
You got to do the Puerto Rican eggnog to the coquito.
Yeah.
That's good too. Yeah,
Migs makes a good coquito, but he gonna charge you.
Oh damn! Hey, I'm good with paying for good quality, so I'm with it.
Nah, his shit, like his shit is good because it come in a he put it in a bottle.
Come in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Special bottle.
It come in a bottle, and that shit is tightly sealed. And then I think he charged like $5 or $10 for that.
Oh, that's dope.
Big.
Shoot. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Dave was already asking about, is the cereal up north in New York? What you talking about, Kira? First they never heard it called.
No, I've been looking for it since we spoke about it last week, nigga. I haven't seen that shit nowhere up here.
Did you, y'all ever had Rice Krispie Treats cereal?
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Nigga.
Yeah. Those and the Oreos. Oreo.
They still got those. Those are still popping in the streets. But the fucking the Rice Krispie Treat cereal, they don't make that shit anymore.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That shit was crack.
You asked me about it during the yeah. Nigga, I love me some cereal, dog. If that's one thing that nobody could talk to me about, it's cereal. I'll consider anything else as far as like health goes, right? Like you probably shouldn't eat that. That's bad, blah blah blah. Cereal, eat a dick, nigga. No, you might as well not even talk. You gonna be wasting your breath. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. You want a bowl of cereal, nigga? Fuck out of here, bro. I love me some cereal.
Hilarious.
Cookie Crisp is good. Yo, you know what cereal? The best cereal I ever had was the Powerpuff Girl joint. The Powerpuff Girl cereal.
I briefly remember that.
So it was like sweetened Rice Krispies, but then they had Fizz Rocks in them. Oh my God, that shit was good. That shit was.
You just reminded me of the the Flintstone cereal, the cinnamon little pebble shits, not the fruity pebbles, the cinnamon pebbles.
I remember those.
Those were good. Those. And the only reason why I remember that is because I don't know if y'all on YouTube, y'all heard of this channel called Rinse Repeat. Rinse Repeat is this channel that takes the whole damn broadcast of like Toonami or something and uploads it. But when I say the whole broadcast, I'm talking about they got the commercials from back then, so that Flintstone cereal was on there. They got all the commercials
shit like the shit we was brought up on now today, bro. They don't got nothing like that shit. And remember coming home, rushing home to watch fucking Tom on Toonami, nigga, and then like you stay up late to watch the midnight run. These niggas ain't got no shit like that, bro.
Right. That's funny because that's funny you mentioned that because that's how it all come full circle when we talk about fighting games. They ain't had it like we had to, bro. Real talk. They really don't. They really don't. And you know what? Everybody ain't built like us for real. Like we seeing now that like for people to get into fighting games, like we had to get out the mud. Like, you know, sometimes we got our games with no instructional manual or no command list. We just had to figure shit out. But it tells you a lot about the people that like they gotta play, they can only play 6, you feel me? And they need their handheld. It's because they don't want to face no kind of adversity, no struggle. They just want to be catered to immediately. You feel me? And you just spoiling it. You're spoiling our games because you're trying to spoil these colonizers, like, these newcomers.
Colonizer is fucking crazy.
I'm trying to be real, bro.
Colonizer is fucking
You want to know what?
Wild,
I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say Colonizer because guess what? As successful as a game as Street Fighter 6 is, hell, I'll put Tekken 8, I'll put Guilty Gear Strive in there. I don't give a damn. We as successful as those games is how them games sell, why the hell nobody ain't going to locals? You feel me? Why people ain't pulling up a turn? Because y'all ain't here for the community. Y'all trying to be FGC. Y'all ain't trying to be part of the FGC. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't really trying to come out and be a part of the community. Y'all just trying to come on these games, farm your little Twitter clip, you know what I'm saying? And then put it on Twitter, get your little retweets, and then y'all out of here. You know, when my homie said this perfectly, he was saying like, hey, it's great we got good rollback, but you know what the cons of good rollback is? They ain't going to the local because like, why go to the local when I could just play online? You feel me? And just be playing there. You get me? They ain't here for the scene, bro, and that's what they're catering to. They're here for the people that's just here.
No more hype, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like I remember grudge matches, nigga. Like I remember fucking there was a point in time where like if I played on stream or if one person in our group played on stream, everybody on our team was like behind on stream talking shit.
Right.
There's no more of that no more. There's no more like I think your ass. Let's play a 1st to 10, 1st to whatever. Like you had Mena was on Twitter and he challenged Daigo to a 1st to 10 or whatever. But that's not like two niggas that's like, yo, I don't like you. I think you're ass. Let's play. And after I think the last time I seen it was like Rushdown and Rob. And that was when like Rob went off. Remember Rob went off?
Yeah, I remember that. He made a whole video about that.
Suck my dick, run me my money, shut the fuck up. And he just signed off, right? Yeah, that was the last time. But that was online. There's no more like in-person shit. The last time in person I was hyped like that was like Sanford ran. Say what you want about that Sanford. Sanford's my nigga.
I know exactly.
Sanford ran the fucking gauntlet, son. I think he played like Ricky, beat him, then PR Balrog beat him, and he stood up, looked in the crowd, and was like, Justin, get your ass over here. And then played Justin 1st to 10. Like, nigga, there's no more of that shit, bro. There's no more of that, bro.
Facts.
Like,
it ain't no pride
that
for
shit.
Real like
that's how, like, that shit is what got me into the shit in the first place.
Yeah.
Like the energy and the like the vibe and the like, yo, like nigga, the passion. There's no more like passion and shit.
No, right. I'm glad you said that. There's not. If
somebody does something sick, the crowd will react to it like, oh shit, that was sick. Like I watched like clips of Evo France and like Blas was playing. I don't know what Geef player he was playing, but the Geef player did like Kobayan. He did the hop knee and then went for level 3, and then Blas had a good read, so he backdashed to level 3, and he like did this crazy punish, and everybody's like, "Oh, that was sick."
Yeah,
it was sick, but like, bro, like I remember those types of environments of like, you go to a tournament, nigga, like niggas is running like first to threes, first to fives in the room. Like, yo, I'll clear this whole fucking room out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss that shit. There's no more of that shit. Now it's like you play your match, you go and do fuck off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more hype shit. There's no more grudge
salty
matches.
Sweets. Remember the salty sweets?
Salty sweets.
Yeah.
They still like play like.
The thing is with that too is like nobody wants to be perfect legend. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that shit no more. You know what I mean? So people
That's
are like
a little
afraid.
bit different though. That's a little bit different. It's different because like if you get cooked like that, just shut the fuck up at that point. He kept going. He like I don't think it should have been like what it is, like, you know, like as big as it was or whatever. But to a degree, and I'm not saying all of it was his fault, but to an extent, like some of it he kind of brought on himself. Like if you get cooked 10-0, even if I don't like you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got really, I'm holding that. Like, I'm gonna just walk off stage. I'm gonna shake your hand. If you let me shake your hand, you won't hear from me for a minute. And that's it. It's the fact that like he kept going with the shit and then it made it worse so that people could meme him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but fuck it. Like if and like not for nothing, like I'm trying to think of like somebody who I know would cook me. Like I'm not gonna come at Punk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even in this game where it's like maybe I could take a game or 2 or 3 or whatever, because just the nature of the game, it makes it easier for someone like me to beat him. I'm still not gonna like, if he cooks me in a set, like I'm not gonna like, there's a way to like, you gotta like pick and choose your battles at that point. But like somebody that like, I feel like is here with me and I could beat nigga, I'm talking. Like you're gonna take a lot for you to shut me the fuck up.
But then you're gonna get blackballed. They don't like that shit no more, bro. They don't like that shit no more. And then and I get what you mean. Like maybe you wouldn't go after a Punk, but nobody's going after a Punk. You see what I'm saying? People his skill level aren't going after him. Nobody's
that's
like, yo,
true.
Who's going at Punk to fight him in a money match or something like that?
There was this whole thing last year, up until earlier this year, but before Mena won Evo, there was this whole big thing between like Mena. First of all, it started with Shanghai and Punk, and then Shanghai beat him. So that kind of made it quiet. But then there was this whole thing of like, well, who's the best so far up until this point in the game? Who's the best Street Fighter 6 player? Is it Punk or is it Mena? And there was a lot of discourse behind it. And so like I've seen it like where Punk's like, you'll play me whatever amount or whatever. Like then, you know, they haven't run the set in that regard yet. But like there are people like on his level that have come at him that's been on some like, nigga, like I'm better than you. Because the whole Punk and Shanghai thing was Street Fighter League. So that was a little bit different. But like they were talking about like in terms of legacy, in terms of results, in terms of like, all right, Punk, you won Evo last year, but that's the only thing you won. Mena won this, Mena won that, Mena won this, Mena won that. That's why when Punk, I won Street Fighter League, he was like, yo, like, I don't want to hear shit from the Dominican community because every time this nigga plays me, I beat them or whatever, right? So there's some of that goes on. It's just not as prevalent as it was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they didn't have like an official match, right? They didn't have like a grudge
no, they
match.
haven't had an official grudge
so
match.
Then it don't matter, nigga. Like people ain't running fades. Who's running the fade these days? You know what I mean? Like who's running their mouth and running the fade? Who's doing that? I don't remember anybody doing that.
I think it's too many people.
Say what you want about like, you remember Wolf Crone. Say what you want about Wolf Crone, but that nigga was in people's rooms running fades. You know what I'm saying? Knuckle Dude was in niggas' rooms running fades. You know what I'm saying? Where are the fades at? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this corporate esports shit no more, where niggas can't curse, where niggas can't say bus ass, or like I was watching a stream and I think I was watching a video about you remember when they did the first to 10 or first to 15? It was Filipino champ and what's that nigga's name that played all the big bodies in Marvel? Kane Blue River, yeah.
Cloud?
Yeah, no, Kane Blue River.
Yeah.
Kane Blue River, yeah. And Yipes was like, drop a meteor in his ass. And I was like, niggas can't say that shit no more. You can't say that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I miss that shit. Where are our streams, right? Where are our salty sweet streams? Where are our streams off of the tournament where niggas is coming running fades and betting money? You remember Fnatic used to travel the world and he had a bag full of money and was just running fades with niggas? Where's that at? You know what I'm saying? It's a fighting game. Where's the testosterone? Where's the fucking... like, it's a fighting game. We're fighting. Why is this shit watered down to fucking diapers and shit? Like, Fuck out of here. I want to see a nigga get up and pop off. Remember Justin Wong did a barrel roll, nigga? Like, I want to see niggas pop off. Get up and pop your shit, nigga. Everybody's so fucking scared to be kicked off and banned because there's no good sportsmanship. Nigga's a fighting game.
I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to make sure that people know that we're talking to y'all, the players on this shit, the community. Like, we ain't really, like, you know, do your little esports stuff, whatever. Because, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, I want this. Well, unfortunately, we got to sacrifice this because we want people to, you know, if we want a pro tour and all that,
if we want to be esports,
Right. But yeah, if we want that real hardcore FGC, then we got to bring it. Like, we might not be able to bring it on the main stage, but shit, like you say, put it on the side stream, put it on whoever, because there's all kind of streamers now in the community. It's just like, unfortunately, it's too many people waiting on somebody else to do it instead of just do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what it is.
Well, Big E's trying to come back, right? And I said to him, because he put out feelers on Facebook, and I don't even be on Facebook.
That's actually my point real quick before you say that.
Yeah.
We don't need to wait on Big E. First of all, Big E, I love him to death. That man should deserve to chill. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to run nothing.
Right.
We can't be just waiting on other people to do shit. Y'all got to start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be new.
So niggas ain't gonna come out. You see what I'm saying? If the what do you call them? The commentators don't show up. If the pro players ain't showing up, the niggas ain't gonna come to your tournament. You see what I'm saying? So when Big E was putting out his feelers, I commented and I was like, listen, I'll go, but if you doing the whole esports and all of this other shit, where I gotta, like, we can't do side bets in the crowd. I can't talk my shit at the other player. If I can't do that shit, I'm not going. I'm not going to that. Because that's just another tournament doing the same shit that everybody else is doing, which is what we liked. I liked running bets when niggas be like, yo, I got 5 on such and such. Who got them? And I'd be like, I got 5 on this nigga. And then, like, everybody would just be betting. And then at the end of the match, run me my money, nigga.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
So let me go and plug this real quick because I went to it this year. It's like on some shield shit, but max mode. If y'all want that kind of tournament, go to max mode. That's in Atlanta. That's like the spiritual successor to final round or whatever, right? But it's all of that. What y'all say? They still got the esports shit, but they got all that. Hell, you can do karaoke up there, bro. People was damn drinking and hanging, all kind of stuff. Max mode, that's the place to go, right? Because you know that's a regional. That's not no official pro tour type stuff. Because we already know what time it is. But your regionals, they're just as important as your locals. Like, people got to support that stuff. So if y'all like that, go with it. And you know, it's got a share of commentators. It ain't got, like, obviously your big names, but hell, we don't need all the big names all the time. And that's what I hate about the community. Is like, first of all, you did mention a good point. People ain't gonna show up for the commentators, but I'm like, what happened to y'all being part of FGC, right? Like, it shouldn't have to be the big names. Because
the thing is, just show the hell up. You gotta pay them, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, yo, I got, like, what's your appearance fee and blah blah. And then like, if your winnings ain't high enough, then the top players ain't coming, right? Like, if your first place payout isn't high enough, they're not gonna make the trip down. You see what I'm saying? But like, if it's gonna be a fighting game tournament for fighting game players, right, or for the fighting game community, I feel like everybody should go and just to celebrate being a fighting game player. Niggas should want to come from all over the world to play at this tournament. But then at the same time, like, I don't want it to be like, damn, like, this nigga only wanted to be hood. Like, nah, I don't want it to be hood.
No, it's not like that.
It's fighting games. Where's the niggas talking shit?
But there's a place for it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of, like, the landscape of wrestling right now.
Yeah.
Where, like, you have AEW, you got WWE, you got TNA or whatever, you got New Japan. There's a place for game changer wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a place for that. For the niggas who don't want just PG this, PG that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want an edgier product or an edgier style or whatever, like, that's game changers for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, I think it's lacking. Because, like, Dave, you remember the shit we would do at tournaments. You remember Evo when we had the shit on Canada. Like, you remember this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no, like, we ain't talking about nobody's mama. We ain't talking about nobody's wife or boyfriend or, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the game. Just the game. Like, just, if you talking shit, that's right. Canada, fuck Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that context. But I think maybe there's like a natural fear of it going left, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, we're not touching politics, but I'm just saying, like, with the political landscape and like differences and out in like social differences and shit like that. I think that that's what the fear is that like somebody will say or do something that crosses that line. And it's like, nah, like there's a way to talk your shit. There's a way to get hype. There's a way to get things hype and get your shit across without taking it there.
Yeah.
And we never, and as hype as you and I would get at tournaments, as loud as we would yell, as hype as we would get, we would never like, nobody ever felt physically threatened. We ain't talk about nobody's wife or nothing like that. No kids, nothing like that. This wasn't the Gears community. Nobody got jumped in the bathroom.
Shit, nigga. Gears was wild, bro. Gears was wild. I remember this dude, not to cut you off, bro. There was this kid named Carsons. This was in the Gears of War 2 days, right? Because before I went to Street Fighter, I was playing Gears of War professionally. And I went to MLG, and this kid Carsons was talking hella shit on like YouTube and all this other shit. And then a bunch of like, everybody's a kid, right? But a bunch of like 18-year-olds grabbed this like 13-year-old kid and gave him a swirly in the bathroom and shit like that. And he came out with his hair like, that's yo. And I was like, that's karma, nigga. You was running your fucking mouth crazy. See, but in Gears, they'll talk about your mother and your race and blah, 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 right? But in fighting games, we was only talking about the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I could give you an example. There was a CEO where K-Brad was going against Ryan Hart. And Ryan Hart had all his niggas. And it was just me and I think you, Gavin. It might have been you. Because I wasn't by myself. It was either you or somebody else. I think it was you. Huh?
The Canada shit?
No. Where K-Brad had to face Ryan Hart in tournament.
No, I don't think that was Ryan Hart. That was Aqua Silk.
No. It was Ryan Hart. It was Ryan Hart at the CEO. And the reason why I remember it was Ryan Hart because like he had the afro and he was tall and shit like that. And
okay.
What happened was Brad was down. He was down when he was fighting and his boys was getting hype. So I was like, "Where's K-Brad?" I didn't even know he was playing. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Oh, you're right, because I remember Pax was there.
Yeah, and I was like, "So where the fuck is K-Brad at?" And then it was like, "Oh, he's playing over there." So I go over there and I hear all these niggas getting hyped. Oh, ooh, that's right, nigga, yeah. So I'm like, "Oh, word," and I always do this shit where I move niggas out the way and I step in front of all of them, and I'm like, "Let's go, Brad." And he saw me, and I was like, "It's a wrap. Pack this nigga up." And we started talking hella shit. So Ryan Hart ended up losing. He losing now, right? Because now his niggas is silent, right? All his homeboys is quiet, and I'm running my fucking mouth. And if anybody knows me, they know how I get down at these tournaments. Running my mouth. So the reason why I remember was Ryan Hart.
Our direction. He turned around. I remember he turned around and looked in our direction. We were like, "Shut up, nigga!" Because when we wasn't over here, all your niggas was over here.
Your whole squad was going ape shit.
You was all right.
Yeah.
You was okay. And now that we over here, now you want to look.
Facts. And we had
game and get your ass beat,
bro. The whole tournament was watching us running our fucking mouth, like just yelling and shit. It's like the building got quiet and they was just watching us running our fucking mouth. And then now the crowd is big, watching Brad beat the shit out of Ryan Hart, right? So this nigga Ryan Hart gets up. Mind you, I'm retired at this point. He gets up, he's like, "Yo, why don't you sit down and play me?" And I was like, "Cause I'ma lose." What the fuck? Fuck you mean? I'ma lose, nigga. Hold that L, bro. What the fuck wrong with you? What you going? You ain't say shit about your homeboys, but you want to talk shit to me because I'm the loudest here. Eat a dick, nigga. Take that loss and go somewhere else, nigga.
Bro,
but you know,
I'll never forget. There was a tournament you and I couldn't make. And it happened to CJ, and CJ wasn't a part of our group, but he was part of our local scene. Mm-hmm. And you remember
CJ Truth?
CJ Truth. Yeah, he had to play Mena in tournament, and he lost because all the Dominicans were standing behind CJ.
I remember that.
Yelling in
his mama got mad too.
His mom's got mad because CJ's mom or his dad usually would accompany him to whatever tournament. Yeah. I remember me and Day didn't even rehearse this. We didn't talk about it. We did nothing. Jabali had monthlies in Street Fighter 5 at the time. Nigga, we didn't talk about it on the car ride there. We saw CJ, we went straight up to him. We was like, "Yo, them niggas is lucky me and they wasn't there at that moment. If we was there, nigga, you would have beat his ass. Yo, we was going off. He was like, yo, if they ever fucking try some shit like that, we'll be right there. We'd be right there. Like,
word.
I missed that shit. So I told him, I was like, nigga, you don't, because it was like already a close match, but he had nobody like supporting him. His mom's not gonna yell. We was like, nigga, I was so mad. I was like,
Kaba was just super loud. He don't do that
yelling in
much
his ear.
Kaba.
He was like, yo, Kaba was slamming the back of my chair. I'd have been like, yo, back up, dog.
Boy, and then the thing is too, is like we are like 6 niggas in one, right? Like, so it's like me, I'm 6 niggas, he's 6 niggas. So it's like you wouldn't have been able to hear them. Because we just like, nigga, shut up. Get that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd have been crazy.
Shut up, nigga.
Word.
Shut up.
Fuck is you talking about?
That shit.
Fuck is you talking about? USA, nigga. It'd have been crazy, but it'd have been only about the game. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been anything else. It'd have been just about the game.
That happened when I had to play footwork at CEO, and you was it was you in all caps, and y'all was yelling at each other, and Rob was on the other side of the fucking arena at CEO. He was like, yo, I had to come over here and see what the fuck was going on.
Nigga.
He's like, yeah, this nigga playing my brother, and he started talking shit, so I'm gonna talk my shit. It was wild. We had a whole. It was like they had like a U shape of setups. Nigga, everybody came to watch me and footwork play.
Facts.
Like everybody. I miss that shit, bro. I miss that shit so much, bro.
Yo, I used to go to war with Corn, bro. I used to go to war with them all the time with Corn, bro.
We did.
Good memories.
War with them niggas. I remember, yo. I got salty because there's this chick. I forget her name, but I was playing Dead or Alive 5. And at the time,
I remember that. I was there for that.
Yeah, I was smoking niggas in Dead or Alive 5. But she did some wall splat shit that I couldn't get out of, right? I think we got down to the last round. And she put me in that blender, and I didn't know how to get the fuck out of the blender. So he's talking hella shit. You getting fucked by a girl, la 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 la, running his mouth. And I had to just sit there like, I'm gonna kill him when I get up, bro. So she put me in that blender, and I couldn't get up. So she ended up winning the match. And I didn't even shake her hand. I put the controller down and I was like, you play me, nigga, what the fuck? And I like walked over and I was like in his face, I'll fucking kill you, nigga. I was so mad at that tournament, bro. But I stayed going to war with Corn, bro.
That's hilarious.
It was you, and then there was one time I forgot who Brad was playing on against Corn on stream, and Adonis started running his mouth at me and you looked at each other.
He was playing Wolf Chrome.
Oh, because Wolf Chrome was from that area. Right. Yeah. You and I kind of looked at each other. Yo, I think the VOD is still on
it
YouTube
is.
somewhere.
So the crazy thing about
you
that tournament,
up like this, and you just was like, yo.
Son, the crazy thing about that tournament, that was the wrong tournament to talk shit to Brad, because it was like, I think we had either 12 or 13 Fight Nation niggas with us. And we all had the blue Fight Nation EX shirt. So all you saw was like mad Fight Nation shit. And even the commentator was like, yo, these niggas is deep like a gang, bro. And I was like, yo, shut the fuck up, nigga. La, la, la.
Yeah.
I was going fucking.
Yeah.
Yo, but the shit about the Canada story. So I don't remember where I think we were in Evo.
It was Evo. It was bar fights.
And Brad was having a match against somebody from Canada.
Tyrithi.
Oh, yeah. Son, so I'm sitting down.
Wait. Before you tell this, remember, we're sitting with Brad in like a booth, and Brad has his own booth.
Yeah.
And we're getting like drinks or whatever. So a bunch of like the Canadian scene, like the Toronto scene, saw him, and he waved them over, and he like introduced us. Oh, this is this is this person, this is that person. We're like, cool. So that's how it got started. Go ahead. That's how it got started, though.
So these niggas was running their mouth, bro. Running their fucking mouth. Damn. And it was all Canada. It was all Canada, bro. There was nobody in that crowd that was from the US. Nobody. It was all of Canada, Tyrithi, and Brad. That was it. When these niggas started turning up, I was like, oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. And I do what I always do.
Let's go.
Start spreading the crowd. Let me get into the middle of the fucking crowd because I want everybody to hear me. And I started talking my shit. And I think Brad turned around. Brad had turned around and saw us. And I was like, get that nigga. The fuck is he talking about? Fuck this nigga up. Fuck Canada. Like, we was going fucking crazy. And then, the crazy thing is we was outnumbered like 50-2. It was crazy, right?
It was a lot of them.
Some niggas was dead quiet, like dead quiet. Nobody said a fucking word. All you heard was me and this nigga Matt Titan just running out fucking mic.
As y'all should, y'all represent.
What the fuck you talking about? This nigga
That's how we do down here, though. That's how we do down here.
Man, yeah. I miss that shit. I miss that. Because at the end of the day, like they would, you mad because you lost, but you still knew that it wasn't.
Boy, they were very upset. They were mad at us.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Boy, they were mad.
Well, maybe we might have to bring that energy back. Yeah, we might have to be the ones to pioneer, trailblaze that to bring that kind of energy back. Because if nobody ain't gonna do it, then who else gonna do it? You feel me?
Yeah, but gotta be somebody. Bro.
Where's the who? All right, so let's say we were to do that, right? Because I'm down to do that. Hold on, let me fix this. My bad. Shit, I don't.
You think?
Oh fuck. Let me come out of that. Go back into this. Ah shit. I'll fix him real quick.
You might be able to control Z it. I can't remember.
There it is. One moment.
Okay.
There you are. There's the money aspect, right?
Okay.
Because we gotta find a venue. We gotta get PlayStations and all of that shit. We gotta get multiple copies of the game. Then we gotta recoup our money by niggas like entering the tournament. If niggas ain't coming to the tournament, then that's gonna put us all in the red, right?
Right.
And then just like Social said, he said not everybody is built for it, right? And that's true. That's true. That's very true. But at the end of the day, like I would love to throw a tournament because I'm not gonna play in it, right? I would love to throw a tournament where like everybody comes, like the corn niggas come, like all the OGs come, all the new people come, like something that's appealing for the new people too, right? So that everybody comes and then they participate in this tournament, like a 2-day, like how it used to be, a 2-day tournament.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody show up and they play in their matches, right?
So
we get commentators just for the love of it, right? You just here for the love, like you're not here because like, oh, they got the biggest bag. You here for the love. You here because esports. You want a situation that's away from esports. You see what I'm saying? Because if it's funded by us and by us, it should be supported by us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we could get that, if we could throw out a filler and see what niggas is talking about, if niggas is like, yeah, I'd come to that, right? Because like I got a little bit of FGC clout. You know what I'm saying? So I can invite some people. You know what I mean? And we'll just have we'll have Marvel, we'll have Street Fighter, you know what I'm saying? And then, like just the main, it wouldn't be like everything. It would just be like
of course.
Just the shit that gets niggas hype, you know? So,
honestly, I think we can take baby steps, like and insert ourselves into the stuff that's already there. You feel me? Like something like Max Mode or whatever's in Florida or whatever's in Northeast, whatever the hell, right? Like go to those like regional events. You know what I'm saying? We bring that energy there. And then you gauge interest from there. And then we're like, okay, let's see where we can do it at. Or do we just keep doing it at the regionals? Like we ain't got to necessarily make our own stuff, but we going to bring that energy and hopefully people replicate it, imitate it, pay homage to it, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But like, insert ourselves in what's already there. So you don't have to create nothing new necessarily. Hell, you already said Big E talking about bringing something back. Shit, we just go to Big E events again and then bring that kind of energy again. If you like, damn, hold up now, I missed this too.
Because Big E's not like with the esports affiliation. You know what I'm saying? Like he would be a perfect conduit for like what you're, just an alternate. You're not just an alternate product. It's just an alternative, right? Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and that goes back to what you were saying about like wrestling. Like, just having an alternative, but niggas gotta support it.
Real talk. That's it. Because people could talk all they want to, but if you ain't ready to put the money up or the support up, then what are you talking about? Real talk.
Word, because Big E tournaments used to be packed.
Oh, for sure.
So
they were.
It's the same shit. I'm hoping it's the same shit, bro. I really don't want. Because I think he's calling it NEC. So I'm hoping this shit don't fail. Like I hope we get mad interest and mad niggas show up, and I hope we get premier players that show up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go, and that shit is that shit is in Philly. So
we'll do the groundwork. Like we know he gonna do his promo, but if it's something that's reminds of the old times, then we gotta like do that community work for him too. Like hell, even if he ain't paying us to promote, shit. If you want that feeling bright, share with everybody and everybody come through. You get me?
I don't. And I told him, I hit him up. Because we had talked for a little bit. I was like, listen, You know, I've been the MC for CEO for like 9 years straight. You know what I'm saying? If you need an MC, I don't need no money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you need a commentator,
Same.
I don't need no money. Cause I'm here for the love. Like we good. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
free. I'll pay
But
for my
Biggie,
own
Biggie,
flight.
in his own way, would take care of you, even if it's
Right.
like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, even if it's like, yo, you're not paying for your room or whatever, like, he'll take care of you in some way. It may not be like, here's cash, but like, maybe like, you know, like, we all going out to dinner, I got you. Whatever. Like, that's all I
Yeah.
would need. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right. I'm
but
glad y'all said that. I'm glad
yeah,
y'all
no,
said that because of
I don't need a
I'm
cash handout.
no, you good. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to up in on November 15th, the Jersey community. I don't know if y'all know Miss Patricia and Miss Patricia, Johnny Fraze and all them. They're doing a Street Fighter 6 tournament, an event on November 15th. It's called the Salty Soiree. They asked me to commentate. You know, they was like, "Oh, we'll pay them." I'm like, "Man, I'm just here to support y'all." You know, as much as I don't like 6, hell, the love can conquer my hate over that shit. So they want me to commentate. We're gonna dress up because it's a soiree. It's like FGC prom in a way, right?
Oh shit.
But yeah, we're all just. I mean, anybody want to come? I'm plugging it in November 15th. It's a straight up 6. They got a Street Fighter 6 tournament. They got a start GG for it and all that. Like I said, Johnny and them gonna be there. They got vendors. Actually, Capcom creators, they're actually adding to the pot. So it's like a little, not necessarily regional. It's a 1-day thing or whatever. And I'm coming up from all Alabama. So if you're in the surrounding area, just want to come up.
I live
November
15
15th in
minutes
Jersey.
from the venue.
Oh, come through. Yeah, come through. I'll be up there.
So what so we just wearing like suits and shit?
Yeah. So, like a soiree. That's back in the day when they had the feather hats. You know what I'm saying? The girls had the long cigarettes with the little feather headband type stuff.
Like the tall bitch from Resident Evil 8.
Kind of like that, yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, dress up like, you know, as long as you dressed up, it ain't got to be to that level. I'm going dressed. I'm trying to like me and my homie Boomy, we're dressing up kind of like as the brothers from Sinners, right? The Smokestacks.
Oh yeah,
twins.
that's gonna be
sick. Yeah,
That's
so we gonna pimp it out though. We gonna try to make it look like pimps or whatever like that. So
what's this?
We gonna hit them up with like
on Instagram.
it's on everywhere. It's on Twitter, it's on
too.
Instagram, and everything. It's called look up Salty Soiree or just look up Miss Patricia or Johnny Fraze. They got it on their platforms and all that.
Salty Soiree. Spell soiree for me. Is it SOI?
SOI, yep, REE. Yep, Salty Soiree. Come through November 15th. I'm coming from Alabama, so I'm coming from Alabama.
Oh,
I need to come
shit.
through. We're gonna come up there and be like, nah, we cousins. What are y'all, brothers, son? Nah, we cousins.
Nah, yo, of course Miss Patricia would throw something like this.
Yeah, she did it before in 5. The issue is she had COVID, and then it was mad bums that came up there that came dressed in a whack ass joggers and their little dusty ass Adidas with their damn white t-shirt stained on. I'm like, bro, she told y'all months in advance to dress up, and y'all still coming in with y'all damn regular tournament gear on, bro. Like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, November 15th.
I'm gonna tag you real quick, and I'm gonna be like, told me about this.
Hell yeah. Just tell me, spread the word. Spread the word. Come through.
But yeah, man, I miss that shit, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to bring that
man,
energy
I miss
there.
that shit.
I'm gonna try to bring that there because I'm about it. I'm loud anyway. I'm from down south, so we get loud anyway. You get me? That's what we about. So I'm with it. So like we just insert ourselves in those communities. Like, oh man, them Dayasha boys, them Gavin boys, them Tahj boys, they damn going crazy off these matches. Now I ain't gonna front. I hope the games are actually, you know, worth us getting hype over because I don't know if I can get hype over
if it ain't
the umpteenth drive
That's
rush happening.
No,
it's
it's always like authentic shit. It's never been like forced. It was never.
Right.
That's what made it so much fun because like we didn't talk about it, we didn't plan it, we didn't know.
Right.
Like me and him would just have this look like with the Canada shit.
Yeah.
When Brad was like, the way Brad said it, he didn't seem like he even wanted to win. Like, cause we were all drinking, having a good time. And then they asked him to play Chide Rithi in a set for whatever amount of money. And he was like, yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just play this game and I'll be right back. And it wasn't until the people we just fucking got introduced to, we was like, we looked at each other, we was like, are they talking shit? We were like, and then we said it to, we were with like 5 other people in the booth. We were like, yo, we'll be right back.
Okay.
We got up, nobody said nothing. We just pushed through the crowd, and that's how that got started. So it was we never planned it. It's just as soon as we heard someone with that energy, we were just like, oh, okay, it's okay now. So then we would just lose our shit. You know
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we never started it. We never started it.
Never started it.
Sure finished that shit.
Because you know Adonis in all caps, they talking no matter what.
Oh yeah, they show niggas, that's what they do.
There's some niggas they talking no matter what. The minute you open your mouth, it's a wrap. That's it. Say less.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm there and I'm for it. I want all the smoke, nigga. Because there's been times where I was running my mouth and the person I was running my mouth for lost, right? But it's still all fun. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the time they didn't lose, but there's been times where like niggas have lost. But like it's all about making sure that your people know that you're there for you, you know, for them. You know what I'm saying? So this salty soiree shit looks fire. Gab, you got a suit?
Nah, I could get one though.
Yeah, get there or come with your slacks and like a vest or something. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You do whatever. You know what I mean? As long as you ain't dressing like a bum. That's all they say. Is just like dress, you know, what you want to. But I'm gonna do a suit. Me and my homie Boom gonna get fitted for suits and stuff and go for sure.
Yeah, this shit looks fire.
Y'all doing the whole thing.
Yeah, we doing the smokestack twins.
That's gonna be sick. You gonna get the haircuts too?
The haircuts. I'm gonna try to get. Not. I'm gonna probably just have a hat on the whole time, so it don't matter for real. But yeah, we trying to pimp it out for sure.
Yeah, this shit looks sick.
Yeah, come through. Everybody come through, and like you know, this all comes back to support your damn locals. You feel me? Go to your local events. You know what I'm saying? Your regional stuff too, because I'll be tripping. Like again, I'm gonna mention this again with Street Fighter 6, right? 6, as successful that game is, why is IDOM struggling to get 20 players at damn NOBC, right? MLSBC used to be packed out. Even for 5, it used to be packed out.
Facts.
And I'm like, what's going on with 6? And I'm like, okay, it's y'all players. Y'all say y'all about the community, but y'all just sitting on Discord online. Y'all ain't coming out. Y'all ain't pulling up. And of course, you know, people got some social anxiety, sure, too. But a lot of them is they feel like, and this is a tale as old as time, they feel like they got to be super good in order to pull up. It's like, bro, you get better when you go there anyway. You know what I'm saying? But some people put too much ego in there. Bro. Yeah, they need to come up, bro. Pull up for real. Because it's like, come on now, NOBC should be packed out, bro. What are y'all doing?
It really should.
Fact.
Yeah, it hasn't been the same since Spooky stopped streaming it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And now they have the Savage Saturdays. I think Idom's the one streaming it now or something like that too. But yeah,
damn.
Pull up.
Yeah, this shit looks kind of sick. I can't hear what she's saying, but okay, I see. So Street Fighter 6 tournament, Saturday, November 15th. Doors open at 12, start at 2, casuals till 10. It's at the Williams Center, Arts and Cultural Center. It's in Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yep.
And then, actually, let me see how many people they got at the start, GG.
Yeah, check it out. And matter of fact, too, she be having like some dope vendors come up in there, like people that actually make the ramen and stuff like that. They have like snacks, they got food, they got, of course, they're gonna have Johnny there. They probably have Clev, who normally like paint something or have some kind of like on his drawings, because you know, Clev, he's a Capcom creator too, and they've used his art for official stuff too and all that, so it's all cool. So I'm a Capcom creator, so is Johnny, Patricia, and Clev, so it's cool that we all get together and do this for real quick.
Damn, they only got 22 attendees.
Like, first of all, you already know how FGC losers do. They wait till the last minute to register for anything. Right. So that's one thing too. So that, and then hell, we just gotta do more promo. That's it. But yeah, me and Boomy come out. Folks from New York should be coming. Philly should be coming out. Like, it's too many people surrounding New Jersey not to come to that thing if you in the area. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going front though. Let me throw some shade real quick. I mean, I really wouldn't pull up for no Street Fighter 6 event either too, but I'm just hating on 6, bro. But I get it. Like, y'all need to pull up if y'all like that game. There's too many y'all players out there. Y'all filling up for all this Evo and CEO stuff, whatever. We'll pull up at your little regional then. That ain't nothing.
Oh shit! It looks like they are gonna have a ramen shop.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they like Patricia don't play. She brings like vendors and all that. Cause I mean, she hit me up from Alabama, so like she's serious about real talk. Hey, come up to my event. I want it to be successful and all that. And it'd be something different. Cause again, every tournament, everybody normally dressed the regular way. But like a soiree, this should like feel like prom. It feel like, you know, like you getting dressed up for a soiree, for a good ass event. And we can show them like, hey, the FGC is versatile. We can dress up any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
I should just sign up just to sign up. Like
I'm through.
You know what I
Come
mean? I don't play
through.
this fucking game though. But I mean,
Me
it is
neither.
a month away. I should have some time.
Well. Even if you don't sign up for Star GG, hell, just go in there and paying the venue fee is something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm for sure gonna
you
do
ain't
that.
got to really, put towards the numbers and all that. It's just hell, they like that people pull up, so it's whatever.
That's a Saturday. Yep.
Yep, November 15th.
Yeah, I should be there. So
Yeah, pull
Bro,
up.
don't make me go all the way up there and you don't go.
I'm going.
nah,
I'm already.
I won't have to work. Remember, I told you I won't have to work.
Okay.
Yeah,
If anything, I would be down there with you the week before. So,
Bro, I got a crazy idea. Actually, no, I don't.
no, you don't. Dang, that was quick.
No, I don't. What I was gonna say is, you could be here with me, and we could take the Tesla out there. You know what I'm saying? Because the car is gonna drive itself. We can take the Tesla back up there. You don't have to buy a round trip ticket. You just come here. We go drive back up there, but then I'd have to drive back down by myself, and I'm not trying to do that. Yeah.
I feel that. Round trip flights are kind of like pretty cheap for that anything, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, for Jersey.
I got points and shit that I could use.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be nothing for me to get there. I am gonna bring the doctor though. She loved this type of shit, and that's why I think I should.
I'm telling you,
I think I should compete because she been wanting to see. Like she's heard because even Dede saw me compete, so she's heard about like, how I used to get down in tournaments and shit like that. So I think she's gonna want to see me compete, but. Street Fighter 6 though. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? Let me do this then. Let me talk to Johnny. Let me talk to Dan Patricia, and let's say like, okay, y'all got 6, but y'all got like some side stuff that y'all like have 4 over there because they love Street Fighter 4 up there. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
but I don't compete enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play them. I don't play these games enough. So even if you got them to do fucking Third Strike, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't play it enough. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Street Fighter 6. I'm the most competent in because it's the most recent game that I've played.
Right.
So like if I think I would just do it for the love.
Right.
It's just $25. It ain't fucking
right.
I know one thing I'll say for sure. I'm not gonna go 0-2. I've never gone 0-2 in a tournament. But
all right.
Honestly
though, I ain't gonna look. I'm gonna just be real because I meant to say this earlier. On real talk, because all the stuff we've just been saying this whole episode about how these modern fighting games is, bro, Daigo is no longer bulletproof no more. You feel me? Johnny Donuts can damn throw loop you and you can't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can get it no matter how good you was. Real talk.
That's what I was telling you about earlier about how like, like I hate that. I know the person I'm playing knows if it's any other Street Fighter, you can't fuck with me.
Right.
But because it's this game and the way it's designed and shit, it's like, damn, I gotta hold that. There's nothing you can, in certain situations, I don't want to make it sound like everything, but certain situations you have to guess just like everybody else, nigga.
Real talk. Real talk.
It's just how it is. Now, if you tell me Daigo's playing somebody in the first to 10, or I'm still not betting against that nigga.
Right.
I put all my money on Daigo in a first to 10 against anybody all day, every day. But first to 2, especially first to 2, first to 3, maybe I still bet on Daigo, but first to 2, nah.
I'm glad you said that, Gavin. You keep bringing stuff up for me. So, real talk, because the games, is crazy in the first to 2 setting. They just made some Capcom Cup changes where they're making it first to 3 instead of first to 2 for something. They're doing it like EWC, right? Which is crazy because they know now, like, this game is just crazy. Like, you spend all this time this year to qualify Capcom Cup, and then you just go, you just lose in the first to 2 to anybody. Shit. So they're doing it first to 3 now or first to 5. I can't remember what exactly it is, but they're making adjustments because they know that game is crazy as hell in the first to 2 setting.
Good. They need to.
Yes, absolutely. For $1 million too, that's crazy.
Finally, they listen to feedback on something in this.
Yeah. Oh, and to go back where we said from the very beginning, I think I've said this before, but we found out that the whole paying for Capcom stuff, that was the esports section, not the dev section. So that's why probably like the skins ain't been marketing to add to the prize pool, whatever, to Capcom Cup, anything, is because they would need to communicate with the devs like, hey, let's make some costumes so we can fund the Capcom Cup. But even the devs were blindsided. Nakayama-san, the director of 6, he was blindsided. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. So he had to kind of do some crowd control. He was like, hey, by the way, this is the esports stuff that's trying to charge y'all. We weren't even aware of it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even be in communication with it. He was like, hey, I'll take this tweet down if they take me. I need to take it down because he thought that he was going to get in trouble from Capcom because he was pretty much saying, yeah, this is not the devs, it's the esports thing. But we found out that's a whole different thing. They're not even communicating like that.
I mean, y'all part of the same umbrella. Y'all should be like the communication.
You would think so, but you know how jobs work. Yep, you know how jobs work.
That's true. In my job, it happens all the time. Hey, I spoke to support, and they told me to come to the store, and you would just give me a new phone, and I'm like,
there
what?
You go. There you go. You know how it be. It be politics within the whole little umbrella. You know,
and I'll even, and they're not lying either. Like I could pull up their serial number or whatever, look at the notes, and be like, told would give customer new phone. Nah.
Right. Right.
So I get it, but they should definitely be on the same page with that. But that whole, but then like, you know what? All right, fine, y'all not on the same page with the charging shit. But nigga, you ain't listening to us with throw loops, no way. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because you talking about we told you we don't want throw loops in the game, and you're like, nah, fuck them. We want to keep it.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they gonna listen to what they want to fucking listen to, regardless of how we feel about it.
Absolutely.
My bad. I was looking at.
No, you good?
I got my start GG shit back up.
That's good.
All of my fucking tournament shit is gone.
You sure?
Yeah, all of my standings.
Nah, it shouldn't be. Using the same email address?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you use a different one.
Yeah, well, it says that my account has only been live since 2019, which I have retired in 2018. So I don't know why the fuck.
Yeah, nah, because I went with Evo. I went to the first Evo with you for Street Fighter 6 in 2016. So it's probably not the right email.
Yeah. Try all your emails, and then if you forget the password, you just hit forget password. You should be Gucci, because it should have everything.
Or like go to your mail and like hit like start GG and just see which ones popped up from the past.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I can find you myself. If you whatchamacallit, if you can tell me what your tag was, I should be able to search you up on Start GG and see if I can see you in any other stuff.
It was just Deasha.
Let me see. I'm about to look you up. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see. Search. Let's see. I'm gonna just type Deasha. Let's see what happens. Let's see. What's the last big tournament you remember going to?
The last tournament I went to was DreamCon.
Yeah, Evo, right? Oh,
DreamCon?
DreamCon was the last tournament I went to.
Okay, hold on. And you registered in Start GG for that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What year was that?
23.
23. Okay, let's see.
But so the one that I'm on right now, that's the only tournament that's there. But
I wonder if you. That's weird. Yeah, they should have a lot more than that, but
I remember I even had like a photo, some shit. This one don't have nothing. It just has.
Okay, so but prior to that, what other big tournament did you go to?
Shit, Evo a few times.
So like CEO. 2018 Evo.
Yeah, 2018 Evo. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. We should be able to find that then. Hold on, I'll look that up now.
Oh damn, you'd have to go to Evo 28. It's fine, bro. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. That's a lot.
I'll find it either way because I'm just determined for shit like that. But anyway, even though that would be another project. But do we have any other topic that we were going to talk about?
Nah, bro. I think we went longer than I thought we was gonna go.
We definitely yapped, but a good yapping.
Yeah, my fucking water was out for some reason. So let me check to see if my water back on. Hold on.
I hope they end up making. I don't know like why they made the guest character thing, but I do actually hope that like they do make Capcom versus SNK.
Yeah, you know what's funny? City of the Wolves, when Ken got into to City of the Wolves or whatever, Ken and Terry have like a little interaction, and they specifically mentioned Chaos right? And that was SNK versus Capcom Chaos. I think that's what's coming up next before Capcom versus SNK. But on some real shit though, if we just being all the way real, I don't know if I trust current Capcom with a CVS or a Marvel anything, because I'm like, are y'all gonna make the game crazy brain dead like Street Fighter 6, or what are y'all gonna do like current Capcom? I'm not so sure about that.
That's
You know what I
valid.
mean?
That's a valid concern. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Cause I'd be worrying about that stuff. I'd be like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Unless they because like, man, like I want to trust NRS too, but like
Right.
their games only have like I feel like an 18-month shelf life at the most sometimes.
18
Yeah.
is
And
crazy.
I really do feel like if they did it the right way, especially if they learned from what they did before, I feel like MK versus DC would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel
I
like
just hate
that would be
yeah.
sick. I
Yeah.
feel like if they did, if they meaning like devs, I'm just throwing ideas out. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if there was a DC versus MK, that could be sick. I feel like if NRS took all of the horror film IPs and made a horror film fighting game, just the horror film characters, I feel like
Right.
that could be kind of dope. Um, I feel like they could do uh me personally, I always wanted to see, other than Akuma, how Street Fighter characters would transfer into Tekken. So if they
Mm-hmm.
ever decide to make that game, like I feel like that would be a dope game to see, like how it comes out in the end. If they
Right.
ever decided to finish it, um, like there's plenty of like ideas and shit that I think could work. It's just a matter of like how they're gonna go about making the game if they make it the way they have been. And I just don't get it. Like they just have everything. You have everything at your disposal now to make a good fighting game or to
Mm-hmm.
learn like what goes into a good fighting game. It's just
Mm-hmm.
for whatever. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of movies that they take from books or comic books or some other type of source material, but the director feels like I have to add my own vision or I gotta add my own twist to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when the movie comes out, it fucking sucks. And it's like, bro, everything that happens in the comic book, why don't you just make a 2-hour version of that? What's the
Right.
problem? You take the most important shit or the shit that matters the most and you make it 2 hours. Like
Mm-hmm.
we would fuck with that. But these Hollywood directors and shit, like I gotta add my own flavor. I gotta add my own twist. People would like when Fantastic Four was coming out, I researched like why the fuck I don't know. Do you remember Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Yeah, I remember that movie.
You remember how they made Galactus a hurricane?
Yeah, like a cloud or something. Yeah, I remember
I looked
that.
up. I was like, yo, like, so like I did like research and shit, and it was like, why the fuck did they make Galactus a cloud? And ChatGPT took me to a link where the director of that movie said, we didn't think a giant purple humanoid made sense.
Wow.
To you, motherfucker.
Yeah, to
You
you,
don't
right,
read
right.
comic books. You dumb
Honestly,
fuck. What is you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
think a giant purple humanoid made sense. Nigga, there's plenty of niggas who read the comic books that are like, yo, Galactus in a movie would be sick. Nigga, you saying Galactus is in the movie would make people go see it. Just you saying he's in the movie and you talking about we didn't think it would make sense so that's why we didn't think people would want to see it, but we want to watch a fucking cloud.
Right.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what it reminds me of. So I feel like they have shit at their disposal, but I feel like because like maybe they're so worried about not making money or the game is going to cost this amount, so the project has to gross this amount and they're worried that they won't hit the target or whatever. Like you make an ass anyway, you might as well make shit that you know is going to be good. You feel me?
Yeah, they you know what, it reminds me of like a new head. Like the old head's gone, so you got a new CEO, and like you developing Sagat, right? And he goes, "What's a Kara? We don't need that. Just give him his other moves, right?" And guess what? Sagat don't have cars in Street Fighter 6. Crazy.
He doesn't.
No, he don't
Damn,
have
they
cars.
handicapped that nigga at the.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
That's why I said I really wish they had just said, "Hey, this is Sagat's son. He never knew he had, so he got some of his dad's moves, but he got other moves." I'd have been like,
Low-key
"All right."
Adon.
I'd have been like, "All right, I'm cool with that." Or this is
Right.
Adon's apprentice.
Yeah.
Something where it's Sagat. He's older, wiser, but he's more ass now. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Now his Tiger knee is a quarter circle forward, bro. I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
It is quarter circle, yeah.
Yeah, it's quarter circles. I'm like,
That's the best part of his kit. Tiger knee is dope. The way it was, because Tiger knee in Street Fighter 5 is ass. But
yeah, it is bad.
In this game, it's dope. But bro, like Tiger Nexus sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking
great
his
value
fireball game is Tahj.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is medium DP to anti-air like 15 frames?
Yeah,
why?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why?
I saw that and I was like, yep, that's 6 for y'all. That's why I'm not surprised no more. Unfortunately, nothing in this world surprises me no more. I'm seeing my fighting games get gentrified. I'm seeing all kind of stuff happening. I'm like, wow.
Niggas, I've thrown a low Tiger shot and niggas have literally jumped at me from fucking 75% of the screen away, and I've gotten hit. I've thrown a low Tiger shot, and niggas are 75 feet away, and they did drive impact, not as a read, not as a reaction. They just did it, and I got fucking hit.
Right,
like he's ass.
Yep. I think honestly too, he's just a damn shadow of his former self. Like there'll never be a Street Fighter 4 vanilla 4 Sagat or a Street Fighter 2 Sagat. It ain't never gonna happen.
Can't cancel stand medium punch. Can't cancel low forward like everybody else.
Yeah.
Why did you put him in the game then? Why did you put him in the game? I would have preferred him to just be a completely different character. Or like I said, it's his son or brother or some shit we never knew he had. Then I'd have been like, all right, fine, that explains it. But it's the same character and he's missing half his kit? Nah.
Yeah. That reminds me of another thing, because I know we're getting a little too ahead of ourselves, but it low-key reminds me, and it's going to probably trigger Dayash a little bit too. It reminds me of like what I used to say about DMC. Like if that game was not called Devil May Cry, I would have been fine with it. I would have played it. You feel me? But DMC, that's what 6 reminds me of. It's called Street Fighter, but I ain't messing with it. It's like
if they called that shit literally anything else and named Dante like Derek or some shit like that,
right? He looked like a Derek.
Lit. The game would have been fucking lit. But since you called it Devil May Cry, you fucking handicapped that shit. You shot it. You took it to the back and shot it.
That was the start. That was a start, baby. And that was a Capcom game.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like because I have Devil May Cry 5 over here. 6, whatever the most recent one is where you can play Virgil.
It's 5. Yeah.
I think you could play that skin for Dante, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so.
Nah,
I don't remember that.
No?
Yeah. I don't remember that. I would have raged, actually. I would have got PTSD.
Yeah, that'd be OD. That's crazy. I would not think that shit was cool. I was like, yo, y'all niggas is spitting in our face.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Damn.
I don't think so, nigga. Nah. I'd have to look that up. Nah, that version of Dante got killed.
Didn't something come out recently where
it wasn't recently, but it was that PlayStation fighting game, that PlayStation All-Star shit. You could play as Dante.
Yeah, I was so mad at that too.
That game was ass.
Okay.
I actually like that game, believe it or not. PlayStation All-Star, that game was fire.
That shit had writing in it.
Is that PlayStation Super Smash shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That shit had writing in it. I bought that shit.
It was fire.
Well, wasn't it free, or did I have to pay for it?
No, you had to pay.
Yeah, I think I still got that shit because I don't trade games.
Fire, bro. You got like it actually came out with patches and stuff like that. You can only kill with supers. That's what people didn't like. But I'm like, what y'all want? Y'all just want Smash Bros again? Like, what do y'all want? So they did something different there. You had legit combos. That's what I like about that game is like, I don't like Smash where like, oh, if your health's a higher percentage, now your combo is not even a combo no more. You know what I'm saying? So like there you always had combos and stuff. You just could only kill with level 1, 2, and 3 supers. That was it.
So last thing I'll say, because y'all have brought up Capcom versus SNK. What I think they should do, instead of making a full-fledged fighting game from the ground up, right?
Okay.
I think they should do like I don't want to call it like a remaster, right? Because I don't want you to remaster the same sprites, right?
Right.
Like you can make like a lower version. Like you can make like a. I think at this point you could use like Street Fighter 4's engine. You know what I'm saying? For like their characters to make a CVS 2 remake instead of like a CVS 3. Because I think if they make a CVS 3, they would only be making it for the niggas that was playing CVS 2, and it ain't the niggas that's playing Street Fighter 6 right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think a CVS 3. Like I had looked up City of the Wolves. I had looked up their sales figures on stream. Like I want to say a few days ago, and I think they only sold like 10,000 copies or some shit like that.
Woo!
It was something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you put all this effort into making a game like City of the Wolves and only 10,000 niggas buy your copy. And a percentage of them is just the niggas who run tournaments. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I would hate for that to happen. I mean, of course, CVS 3 would sell more than 10,000 copies, but I think in order for them to make the money, you would have to dial back the development. So I don't think it needs... You remember back in the day, they used to make Xbox arcade games? It should be something like that, like a smaller version of a Capcom versus SNK. I don't think it should have the budget of like a Street Fighter 6, in my opinion.
Right.
So that they could recoup, because then you could put that money into DLC and skins. You know what I'm saying? Because then
you could crowdfund it.
Nah, I ain't crowdfunding shit. You kidding me? That's Capcom. You kidding me?
No, I'm saying like to gauge interest is all.
Nigga, did you see what happened with Shenmue? Did you see what happened? Shenmue had the record. Shenmue had the record. The most crowdfunded anything in history.
I remember that. Never mind.
You kidding me? And then the way that game released, I won't crowdfund a fucking thing.
Yeah. To be fair, that was just needing to chill out on making stuff. Cause he tried to make a damn 2006 game in 2018, 2017. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you got to get with the times. Come on now.
Nigga. You had a loading screen for everything.
I don't know how I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Nigga,
it's honestly good you forgot about it.
Yeah, Shenmue 3 was the worst thing steaming right now. That shit was ass.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then like, I don't even pre-order shit no more, bro. I don't even pre-order shit because you gonna give me the pre-order bonus anyway. If I decide to buy your shit day one, you gonna give me the pre-order bonuses anyway. So why the fuck am I pre-ordering shit for shit to come out and be garbage? Cyberpunk. The fuck you niggas talking about? Cyberpunk is good now, right? But I would have rather pre-ordered this version of Cyberpunk than the version we got that came out. Fuck out of here. Niggas got me fucked up. I ain't crowdfunding shit. Shenmue 3, nigga.
Harold talk.
My bad. I don't mean to shit because I know niggas love Shenmue. But that game was ass.
Yeah, the first one. The second two were ass. First one was dope.
The second one is all right. The third one, yo, wrap that shit up. It should have never even happened. Niggas was crying tears on stream when it got announced. And then crying more tears when it got crowdfunded in like a day. And then the game came out and it was crying tears of pain. Because that shit was ass. And it still didn't conclude the story.
Right.
Nigga, fuck Shenmue.
Right.
The Mega Man successor. Nigga, are you kidding me? I ain't crowdfunding a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, my number 9.
Yeah,
that was
nigga.
that era. That was that era.
Fuck out of here, bro. Hey, gauge interest? Nah, suck a dick.
What an era.
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll see. Because you mentioned CVS 3, and you got to think about with CVS 2 with the whole groove stuff. Right, the grooves were catered to the games around the time. So we talk about CVS 3, every character having drivers, even the King of Fighter characters. You know what I'm saying? Even as a character, that's what I was like, it's kind of scary. Right? So if they decide to do grooves, they might not even do grooves. They might do something different. But if they do grooves again, I'm not trying to see drive impact groove, drive rush groove.
Bro, so that means you would have focus attacks, right? Because it's whatever the latest, right? So you would have focus attacks,
4, 5, 6.
You would have B triggers, and you would have drive rushes.
Yeah.
What if they let you all right, so what if they did like Omega Street Fighter 4 where it's Capcom versus SNK, but you could pick the iteration of the character that you want to play as?
That would be kind of cool. The edition select. Except
like it'll have its own battle system, but like ultimately you would pick the strengths and weaknesses of the version of the character you wanted to play as.
Yeah. The only issue with that is like with Street Fighter 4, you only had like a balance patch once a year or something like that because of the games or what every 2 years, whatever. With 6, there's always a different version of characters or even 5 even because of like, how frequently they did updates to it. But I don't know. Yeah. But that would definitely work for Street Fighter 4 though, for sure.
Yeah, I think it would just have to have like just the basics, just to recognize like, oh, this is the different version of, whatever groove you picked, right? So like a focus attack, or like a parry. You know what I mean,
all right.
Are y'all pro like more patch, or like you only want one major patch per year type shit?
I don't like one.
It's depend, honestly. It's context for me, bro.
Yeah. All right, so like for example, when Balrog, because I'll always harper back to this because I can't stand that nigga. But when Balrog season 2 came out, that deserved an emergency patch type shit, right?
It did.
So I don't mean put that aside. Just I'm talking about the overall health of the game and stability of the game. What would you do like on some every 3 months, like every quarter, every 3 months? Would you do every 6 months? Like, if it was up to you, how would you balance?
Yeah, maybe every 6 months would be good, and then emergency patch just as they need to, because you need to let the games cook for a minute. You feel me? So, because some people are too quick to patch.
So I think a year is fine. My only problem with a year is that there's nothing in between, right? Like I shouldn't have to deal with your bullshit for an entire year before you decide, oh, let's dial that back. You know what I'm saying? So if you did a year,
right,
and then like mini patches, right? So like I think now what 6 does is after every character they put out like a mini patch. I can't
pretty much.
I'm not entirely sure, but when
it's
I say
like that,
when I say a mini patch, I don't mean like little bitty tweaks. I mean like big enough, right, that we feel it. But and then if a character is busted, you immediately fix that shit out. Figure it out. But then the yearly one is the big one, the one that's like everything is like looked at totally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be, do it like Rivals every quarter.
I don't know about street fighting games. I don't think you can do it like Rivals. That's just too quick.
That's too much.
Too quick.
I think that's too frequent.
Yeah.
Which, did they buff Storm yet, bro?
They buffed her from probably the last time you played her. I don't know about ever since then.
I haven't been playing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
The game didn't play the way I thought it would. But I also didn't play Overwatch like that. So I thought I knew what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I was expecting. So I haven't really played it since the very first balance patch.
I think that shit is fun.
I can be real about Rivals because I play it a little bit. Rivals is that experience that I feel like a lot of like maybe hardcore casual players do with 6. Like I know Marvel Rivals is slop. Like it's hero based slop, so it's going to be a deep game, but it's a free game, so you can't really complain about it, right? So I play it and just like, oh, it's just mindless entertainment. I'm not going there for a deep, meaningful experience because I just know the scope of the game. It's a free game. It's got new characters, whatever. But it's not there to be like, oh yeah, you want a deep, meaningful experience? Like no, you play some like Expedition 33 like that. You know what I'm saying? But like Street Fighter 6, same thing. Like we know like how that game works. There's not a lot of depth. Like there's depth to it, but there's not a whole lot of it. So like I wish more people be more honest. Be like, yeah, 6 is like Street Fighter slop. Like it's not really there for a deep, meaningful experience. It's just for you to damn play some games and maybe you want to try yourself at the highest level or whatever. But every game, no matter what competitive game it is, every game's gonna have its high level, right? And there's stuff to enjoy at the high level, but we know there's a lot of fluff in between that too. Like it's not something that's super deep and meaningful.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But I'm all talked out. We've been on here for 3.5 hours. I'm all talked out. So and I gotta go get my boys. So they better be. I hope they ate because I didn't cook shit.
Don't worry. Water. You just said you're gonna feed them some Little Caesar, so you good.
Nah, that's not what I said.
I'm playing.
Don't get their asses excited about some pizza and shit.
All right.
But yeah, I didn't even take nothing out. I need to fucking I gotta cook something.
I'm
starving. I ain't even eat nothing. Fuck. And I gotta do.
I'm about to make the Chipotle run, right? We feed the FGC for real because Chipotle.
Hey, Chipotle got that carne asada right now, limited time. So
they don't know how to cook that shit, bro. That shit be fucking dry and overcooked. But they got that that red chimichurri. That shit is fire.
Well, we know what dinner is for tonight.
I'm about to go fuck with some Chipotle, nigga. You got me fucked up.
Hey, that's feeding the FGC. We put money in the FGC. Hey, y'all can't say we ain't for the FGC. We feeding y'all.
Facts, nigga. I'm about to. Woo, let me put in my order right now.
Okay.
Shit.
Go ahead and use your little points if you got the rewards, because I'll stay stacking rewards.
I got some Adele's halal in the fridge from yesterday, so I'm gonna finish that off.
Go ahead.
All right, you leftover ass nigga. We gonna.
Shut up, nigga.
I'm just thinking about what credit
in
card
this
I wanna
economy, say that money, baby. Say that money. Say that money.
No. See, I don't project to the universe that I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I spend what I spend when I spend it. You know what I'm saying? I want the universe to know that I'm abundant.
I feel that.
I respect that.
I'm abundant. Money flows to me freely. Know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I ain't never broke.
Hold on, that might be the name of the podcast. Know what I mean?
Nah, I mean,
they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that.
They're not ready for that. But
if you know, you know. Y'all ain't ready for that. Maybe in the future.
Shit, I just had a sponsorship the other day too, so I'm waiting on them to pay that out.
Okay.
Actually, give me that money, dog. Shit.
Okay.
It's my Chipotle money. All right, y'all.
Man.
It was a wonderful first episode to our podcast.
Yeah,
I want to thank everybody for showing up. Know what I mean? YouTube was going ham. I was checking on y'all. We had some good numbers on YouTube. Know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. And I think we're going to do this, Sundays, you said, Tahj?
Shit, whatever days we available for it. I know, every week is like
I'm off
week.
Sundays, so
Sunday is
I'm off Sundays too. I'm off Sundays too.
Yeah, Sunday is the only day I could do. So everything else is like packed with the kids and all the other content.
That's a good way to bring the weekend. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And then if some shit goes down during the week, you can talk about it on Sunday anyway.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Right. So. Monday Eve. Good old Sunday. That's what I call Sundays, not Monday Eve, because I do not look forward to no damn Monday.
Shit, I'm off on Mondays. So
damn, lucky you.
My Monday is Wednesday. I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I'm on leave right now until the 7th, so we chilling. We big chilling. I don't even got no pants on, nigga. That's how much we chilling.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit. I had to turn my camera off. They was fucking with the water. I had to turn the camera off because niggas was banging on the door. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Turn the camera off and open the door. Like, what the fuck? Shit.
What's that one SpongeBob meme? Talking shit, Kang, let your nuts hang. That? I love that meme. Y'all look that up.
That's funny.
All right, well, I gotta get me an end screen. I don't have an end screen. Who can I raid right now? Are you about to go live, Tahj, or are you done?
Nah, I'm about to go get some Chipotle like you.
Facts, nigga. Who's online right now that I can raid? We gonna raid. Let's raid Coconata. We gonna raid Coconata. I'm gonna talk some shit in there real quick, and then we out.
Squad.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in our next stream. I think I'm gonna be live on another day. I don't remember what day, actually on Tuesday, because I'm doing little nightmares with the doctor. So tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, y'all. We gonna go do this raid. I'll talk to y'all later.
You dig.
All right. Let me go. Go ahead.